um, you could eat and just take off the mask when you're eating.
I was like, well, and then this motherfucker probably would have been about it. He was like in town to play a show, and he's like, I could bring you like cold medicine or soup. And I'm like, my dude, I would prefer to meet you when I'm not full of mucus, thank you.
That's true. You're not very. I mean, I'm not saying you're not sexy, but you're not as sexy as normal when you're full of mucus.
Right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ah!
I no, like that sounds
Oh,
bye,
bye, Julian.
Julian.
Bye, Julian.
Um, that is definitely not as sarcastic as it sounds, because I was like, my friend's on Facebook dating. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. And then I have gotten solely
Facebook
like with like
dating. Fuck me.
yeah, yeah. And she has met some like super fucking hot dudes. And I'm like, all right, I try it. Whatever. And like what I failed to really take into account is that my friend is like a 5 foot nothing um, Puerto Rican chick who weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet, is like super hot, covered in tattoos, and I'm me. Um, and so we appeal to very different demographics of people. Um, and I have gotten some real fucking grody dudes. Like, I'm like, yo, I went into this thinking like, hell yeah, I'm hot shit. And then afterwards I was like, oh, maybe I'm just shit.
Honestly,
Because,
don't let the Facebook demographic define who you are.
well, no, that's fair. No,
Oh.
no, no. It's just one of those things where you're like, brah, did you really think that you had a chance here?
Oof. Yeah, those guys.
Well, yeah, and I also have to deal with the fact that, like, because I live in Orlando, there's so many, like, Disney adults,
Oh.
and that is just fucking gross to me.
Can
It's
you
just fucking
describe a
gross.
Disney adult, please?
Hold on, be careful when you
Um,
start slinging insults at Disney adults in this chat.
I
No,
literally
I just
picked
don't know.
Zach.
Is it?
I literally picked Zach up from a Disney resort.
That's true.
I'm,
That's true.
a Disney adult is like they're like grown ass people who don't have kids who like love Disney and like have passes and they go a bunch,
I see.
which is totally fine. But
But I'm not fucking
I
you.
do not. Yeah, I don't live that sort of lifestyle, yo. I feel like
Right.
right. Yeah, I feel like me dating a Disney adult would be like the same as somebody who doesn't like beer dating me. Like
Oh,
there's nothing wrong with it, but we have very different lifestyles.
Hmm.
fair.
Yeah, like when somebody tells me, what's your hobby? Watching television.
That's not a hobby.
We live very different lifestyles. I respect you. However,
Yeah,
However,
I play D&D. We're built different.
yeah. In honor of the poor kid that I matched with today, who I had to define what queer meant for him, I have decided to use my gay koozie.
beautiful.
Yeah, he was like, I'm an ally, but I don't know what all the terms mean. He's 26. He's like, I'm an ally, but I don't know what
Oh
all the
God.
terms mean. Could you tell me what being queer is? And I was like, well, it's sort of a catch-all term. I like using queer because it feels right. But like, my only criteria for the people I fuck is that you're hot and funny, and whatever you've got in your pants, I'll work with it.
Oh gosh. Say I actually teach, and people pay me money to do that. So if you want to be taught, it's gonna have to come with a price tag.
Hmm.
Ooh, are we getting
He
the
did.
Julian update?
Oh no, no Julian updates.
Oh,
Well, you're in a new location.
Oh, yeah, I was in that corner, and I have switch changed to this corner.
Oh, okay. Just switching
I'm
corners.
slowly getting the feng shui of my bachelor pad. You can tell by all of the things on the wall.
Yeah. And the packed box on the table behind you.
This is my microphone.
Oh.
I just got it in this box for now, so that my cat doesn't ruin it.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. Um,
With
I've
cat
got
Right.
nails.
updates. I got 3 things I want to talk about.
Oh, I'm not
Oh,
even
yeah.
having spaghetti today.
I have them titled. 1, Ethan went to a strip club. Update on
Okay.
the update on the heart conditions. And 3, I really wanted. I like your character, Jen. I saw on the one shot that you made. I'm very curious who everyone else is going to be playing as. Those are the 3 topics I want to talk about.
okay.
What do you really want to hear first?
Okay, tell us about your heart so that we're
Yeah,
not
that
worried.
Yeah.
seems important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about.
Yeah,
Um,
heart condition.
So I went to the doctor's at 11 o'clock, and I came to find out that hospitals are like a maze. So it took a
Mhm.
bit
Mhm.
to get around.
It's a labyrinth of sorts.
Yeah.
So $337 because I don't have an insurance. We did EKG. We talked a little bit, and after some questions and after a little physical, he suspects I might have like a minor arrhythmia. However, we couldn't do 2 more tests because those are fucking expensive. Because I would have to pay an additional $1,000 for those tests. I couldn't afford it. So he did want me to try to have a heart monitor for 2 weeks so he can check on it, and he also wanted to run a run mill thing. But that would cost
Like a stress test?
yes, but that would have
Yeah.
cost $175. I was like, no. The heart monitor would cost me $500.
Okay,
I had to wear that for 2 weeks.
Now, because you have a good reason, it's a good opportunity to get health insurance.
I'm sorry, I was mumbling back there. What was that?
I'll say now maybe is a good time to get health insurance.
If it's already been enrolled, I won't get it till the 1st of January. So the next appointment's already scheduled for the 11th or the 14th
Oh,
of
damn.
January. So
Well, and well, at least you'll have insurance by then.
yep. But even he recommended for me to take it slow at work for a while. But I'm more concerned how my job would respond to that because that's technically 2 months of me not working 100%.
You work 100%?
So my job is very physical. In order for you to kind of keep your job and do well, you have to do certain assignments within a certain threshold of the time limit that they give you. The goal is always 95% or above. You also make more money with that, but it gets progressively difficult from the random assigned assignments that you gain because they range from a simple 4 items that are like less than 5 pounds to a big ass market that could be like 335 items, and you're only given an hour. And every time I time myself, you can't pull 95 on that because the whole thing gets wobbly. There's a lot of tiny ass boxes. It's rough. But then you get boxes that weigh about 90 pounds. You have to you have to lift over your shoulder.
You don't work for Amazon, do you?
Oh, I work for HEB.
Oh. Oh. Well,
But I am currently on restrictions with them, so I can't pull higher than a 70. So basically, I'm slugging those jobs.
Words that mean something different depending on who you're talking to. I live in a place with a lot of retirees. You're like, I can't pull higher than 70. And I'm like, mm.
I meant more by percent wise.
No, I understand. I understand. I have the sense of humor of a ninth grade boy. So
So that's the hard update. Next is Ethan went to a strip club.
Yeah.
yeah.
So what that brought upon that was actually my friend was visiting from high school, visited town, and he decided how we should hang out for the evening. Austin is this is the guy who came by. He is happily married, has a kid, and their family came by because they wanted to go see the land that he bought off, and get some ideas of what's going on. But it's a little bit past San Antonio. But he also brought a friend, Joey, who was an EMT for the army. Like he also gave him the whole rundown. Like, yeah, you need to see a cardiologist. After he took a copy of my EKG. But later that night, after we went to Embers for dinner, we went by a strip club that's literally less than 5 minutes away where I live. And he decided to go ham by everyone a VIP membership. And I may or may not have gotten more than one lap dance. There's a wholesome cities and oof. It was
Oh yeah,
nice.
what's your type?
I like slender, petite builds, honestly. Yeah, I like the nerdy
Boring.
look.
He likes shorties.
I do.
Did you get to choose?
You can
Or
choose
did they
actually,
just throw
but
things at you?
you get to choose. But I kid you not, as soon as we went back there, said, "Oh yeah," they all looked at me and said, "This is this guy's first time." And the lady was like, "Oh, let me get you my best dancer." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And by gosh, she was good.
Was
She
the
teased.
best dancer also your type?
I can't complain about that. She was not. She was really good.
Okay. I mean, they were the best dancer.
hmm Like the other two I got after her did not compete to what she did.
There should be a ranking system. The stripper ranking system.
Like in an elementary school where you have to move your peg up and down the board depending on how well you do.
No, I'm thinking like a tennis like ETF sort of system where they're all sort of
Oh.
ranked internationally based off.
Mm. Wow. Huh. I've only been to a strip club in Orlando, and Orlando has weird rules about strip clubs.
hmm
Oh,
If you're
no.
inside the city limits, you have to wear pasties, and they can't touch you during a lap dance. If
I'm
you are
on.
outside of the city limits, you could be fucking naked as shit, and I don't know. I've never been to one outside, but apparently I would think they could give you an actual lap dance.
This sounds like rules from like the 1920s.
But
I
yeah,
think
there
San
were-
Antonio has
I don't think there were
had
pasties.
a pasty law. I don't know if it's still in effect, but
I don't
mean-
think so.
maybe the strip club was just slightly outside of the city limits.
Denver, you
That's-
can do topless, but the lap dances are no touching. Like, you can't touch them; they can touch you.
Oh, we were allowed to touch.
Oh wow!
Nobody's allowed to touch anybody in Orlando. The lap dance
No
I
one.
got,
Wait, what? How,
the lap
say
dance
lap
I
dance.
got, she sat in a chair across from me.
What?
Yeah,
Really laughing?
What? No, but somebody else paid for it, so I wasn't going to complain. Turns out, if you're a hot chick and you go to a strip club, other people will pay to watch you get a lap dance, and I think they were disappointed. But I got a free T-shirt, which was cool.
Your teachers at the strip club?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Mhm. I had a hurricane and COVID. That's it.
I remember.
For COVID.
I also remember the comment that she gave me. Like it was my first time, but as she was doing that, I guess she saw how Celia was changing, and she made the comment like, "You act all innocent, but even I could see you're aggressive." But later down the line, when you're into it, I'm like, "Damn it, you got me."
she can tell you're a little freak.
hmm
Little freak.
All right, now I need Brad Wholesome report.
Yeah, did you go to a corn maze?
Not yet. No, I mean she's on a cruise right now.
Oh,
Look, I don't have anything super wholesome. But, I mean, literally yesterday, I went to one of them golf outings that like companies do, and it was fun being hanging over a little bit on a Monday.
yeah, like a Top Golf kind of thing.
It was like a full-on golf course. Like it was at a country
Oh.
club. It was.
Wow,
I will never.
you're
experience that
fancy
again.
as shit.
Oh, yes.
I realized going into this, I am not fancy as shit because
Oh,
we got offered like it was this thing where it's like my supervisor couldn't go, so there was a spot open, so I went and I was like, damn, This country club, this is some rich people shit. I won't be able to experience this normally ever again.
I have to ask. I just have to ask because I've only ever been to country clubs in Florida, which are a very different kind of thing. I also am not fancy enough to go to a country club, but my in-laws, very fancy. Or my ex-in-laws, super fancy. Were you the only black person at this country club?
Come on, you both. We both know. Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
I wasn't sure if it was regional because again, I've only been to country clubs in like South Florida that are they're just full of Jewish American princesses. Because that's what my ex-sister-in-law was. I mean, presumably still is, but she's not my sister-in-law anymore. So,
But
yeah. Okay. I don't know if it was regional, but yeah. All right. That's
Nah,
right.
it's ritual.
I think. Yeah, I think it might be, not be regional because I don't think there's a black person at the country club that my parents go to.
Zach, can I tell you how not shocked I am there aren't black people at the country club in Texas?
Yeah.
Really?
I was like, he's in, like Chicago. Like there are in fact like black people that live there.
It'd be more shocking if there were black people to a country club in Texas.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and it might not even be because of like class. It's just kind of like I just got other shit to do than being at a country club.
Yeah, country club is white people shit.
Yeah,
It's like
Country club
you go
is
to a
like-
country club.
Country club is like, I got nothing better to do on a Thursday 2 p.m. afternoon.
Yeah.
It's like I'm rich enough that I've done all of the things that people do, and now I just sit around with other rich people and talk about my money.
And drink too much.
Assets.
Yeah.
Assets. I'm a day drink and play golf.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Yeah, you can play golf.
We started drinking at like 9 a.m. and
Mhm.
like hot chocolate with like a bunch of Baileys, and then I had another one with like schnapps in it. And yeah,
Hey, those
Zach-
stuff was good.
Zach, on what days and at what times do your parents go golfing on the regular?
I think every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 o'clock a.m.
9 a.m. I guess it's not as hot back at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's not as hot, but also they don't. When I had to set up that tea time, I had to pay ahead of time. I don't think they have to pay any money for tea times. And like my parents actually like golfing. Oh, I also like golfing.
Your dad turned the front yard into a green. I can't say I
curious,
know
does it-
anybody else who's done that.
I'm curious, does everyone have their costume ready? Especially got my final part of the costume today and tried it on, and not bad.
I have to finish sewing my hood on, and then there's a leather skirt in that cabinet. I mean,
Mine's still on
presumably I'm not going to go titties out, but I'll figure out what I'm going to wear on the top.
I'm still workshopping the decorative shibari for a sort of just a slutty vampire thing.
I was gonna say, I was like, are you reusing the shibari?
Well, you don't use the same tie every time. You just so
Different
we'll
design.
see what different design.
Not bad.
I
For you, Brad.
You wanna hint at what I'm doing?
Sure, I'm
Yes.
curious.
if you want to know how I thought my weekend was going to go and how my weekend actually went, my shibari rope came the same day that my COVID test did.
Oh my god, what is that?
I'm not doing anything. Unfortunately,
What?
pretty much familiar with.
Oh, I know who you're playing as. That's awesome. I know you're playing.
yeah.
Yep.
What the heck?
That's awesome.
It's Barrett's arm cannon.
That's a little preview.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
No. Yeah, no fun updates.
Oh,
I'm having
She
trouble
got
remembering
my
my
tire and I
weekend.
helped her change it.
Jen, what did I do this past weekend? I don't remember.
I remember.
Oh, you met a really shy boy who has TV as a hobby, but you went on a second date and then he let you hit it, so you're gonna go on a third date. That was the last update I had.
Is that all I did?
He said
Is his
he
name
liked.
James?
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, I did
mean,
go out with James. I went out with James on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was.
I don't. I only remembered the stuff that sounded interesting.
I called Q on my way home after the strip club, but he told me James.
Oh yeah. And then I invited you to join us, and you said no.
I was tired.
Bitch.
I was drinking all evening. I was lucky I was not drunk driving.
If you have to say that, you probably were drunk driving. I just have to put.
Oh, I went to the gay bar. It's coming back to me.
Oh,
Hold on. It's
yes,
coming
yes,
back
yes.
to me.
Oh,
Well, I probably was.
I
Thank
went
God
out-
I didn't get pulled over because I went to a military base to drop a friend off.
I went out with my friend James, and I said, James, let's go for a cocktail night at a lounge. I've been partying for like 4 weeks in a row. My body needs a break. So we go to this fancy lounge, and we have one cocktail. And then he was like, I want to go see drag. And I was just like, all right. So we go to the Pegasus. And apparently he's just he's gay famous, but we just call those a hoe. Because we were at we went and watched drag, and then when the drag show was over, we went to the back of the bar hanging out, and like 5 different guys were like, "Oh my god, it's you! Hi!" And he's like, "I slept with that guy, and I slept with that guy, and I know that guy. He has a big dick." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Okay.
I knew everyone at that party.
And
he's like Yelp for gay guys.
and then some guy came up and started like kissing his chest and like whispering stuff on him and grabbing his cock, and I was like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" And James was like politely like telling him, "No, not tonight, no." And then he looked at me and he was like, "Who's your friend?" And I was like, "Uh-oh." Uh-oh.
No.
So he came over.
Sure.
He came over, and I was like prepared to introduce myself like a polite young man. And instead of I put out my hand to like go for a handshake, and he puts his out, but instead of going for my hand, he goes for my cock. As you do.
Aggressive.
Very cool.
Wow.
Damn, very bold. Unbelieving.
And I was like,
That's also
Very-
how I
very
typically
drunk.
treat people.
and like I'm not that bothered by it, to be honest. I was just like, oh, okay. Well, anyway, what's your name?
Tell me you're a man without telling me you're a man.
I wasn't that bothered by it. I gently took his hand off, and then it took a few. He was very drunk, so it took a couple of no's for him to get the idea.
Because
But-
I got to tell you, if somebody greeted me by like, "Hey, cup your pussy," I probably would not be that nonchalant about it.
I don't think outside of this establishment that it would fly, but
Yeah. Okay.
but it flies
okay.
here.
It's a cultural thing.
And then I met
Okay.
another guy. He walked up to James and said hi, and I was like, "I know you." And he's like, "Do I know you?" I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, we chatted on Grindr." He's like, "Oh, yeah." But
You know, I'm glad I'm not the only person that shit happens to. I was at pizza with my friend, and I was like, "Tess, I fucked the guy at the next table." And she's like, "What?"
But apparently, the guy who was doing this groping is a local porn star. I didn't know.
Oh.
Oh, fair enough.
He
How
chooses.
does it feel to be out with someone who is gaming?
I know it's just
Game is.
it's I've got to fend off
I've
the
also-
paparazzi.
Yeah.
Must have been
You're-
a victim
you're
of
like-
groping
you're gamers
back
by
at that
association.
Pegasus.
He was whispering some nasty shit in my ear too. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't right now." He wanted because I was going to spend the night with James that night, and he was like, "Y'all want to take me home?" And I'm like, "No." And James was like, "No."
Oh no! If the hoe said no,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He and I talked about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, I've been turned off because like he doesn't know how to behave in public." But also, I
Okay.
mean, the guy. To be fair, the guy did have a hot bod, so he's like, just because he's hot, at some point, I might fuck him. I'm like, power to
Real
you.
question:
Yeah, you do
Uh,
you.
in a threesome with 3 dudes, how do you like negotiate who's top and bottom?
Oh,
You-
that's easy.
Easy.
Is that easy?
Well, most people are
Olivia,
not. Most people are not verse.
Okay.
So
forget that
usually,
term that you told me that one time when you and I and Olivia were together, we're playing Overwatch. I forget, it's table something?
what?
I forget. You give me like a term when like someone's in the middle, one taking one from the front, one taking one from the back.
Oh, you're like the meat
Bit
in the
roasted?
sandwich. Yeah.
Oh.
like-
No,
no. Like
Dick
it's like dick and ass, dick and ass. It's like the centipede, but with insertion.
There was a term that you told me, asked me if I was familiar with. I was like, no. I forget what it was. It was a while back.
I'm pretty sure I called you the meat between the sandwich or some shit. I don't know, but
Well, in our world, it's a switch.
Well, so yeah, that's a difficult one to explain to people, though.
yeah, because the person in the middle is both top and bottom simultaneously in that moment.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, what happens if you end up like, oops, all tops?
Can we? Oops, all
Oh,
tops.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, that's what happens when it's lesbians.
No!
Now
I
that
imagine.
Brad gave a hint of who he's being, I want to give a hint of who I'm being. We're back.
Um,
A hint.
Good one.
I don't have a
Yeah.
costume yet.
I just had a
'Cause
night at a gay
somebody-
bar.
yeah, that's fun though.
Some people told me I can't be a Jedi.
True.
Yeah, that some person was me, because you're just a Jedi every fucking year, dude.
But what if instead of a Jedi, he's a Sith?
Still counts.
Still
You can in no way be someone part of the fucking Star Wars cinematic universe, or
So I-
or extended novelizations.
So I couldn't even like, what if I go out and buy an Imperial uniform?
I will accept it if you come as a tauntaun.
As a taunt.
Yeah.
If you dress as an Ewok, I'm down.
Mm-hmm. I will accept that also. So before I got sick, I did go out once, but between hurricane and getting sick, because my power went out at like noon the day after the storm, because all the street lights on my main street were out. So I guess they had turned off the power so they could work on some shit and not get electrocuted. So my response was, well, I don't have power in my apartment. I'm gonna go to the bar. So that's what I did.
It's this power at the bar.
Because there's power at the bar. Exactly. I follow them on Instagram so I know who's open. So I went to Sideward first. I had 2 beers and some pretzels. And then I stopped home to see if my power was on. It was not. So I went to a second bar. And I had a couple of beers, and this is the bar that the subby bottom that I hook up with sometimes works at sometimes. But he was not there. And I was like, okay, cool. Drinking beer. This is what I'm here for. Drinking beer. So I have the beer, and I'm going to have one more beer. At this point, I have had 4 beers in my day. And I've eaten, and I'm good. And Corey, the bartender, and this is a place where I'm on first name basis with all of the bartenders, and know one of them biblically. So this says a lot about my lifestyle choices. And so Corey's like, what do you want? And I'm like, well, surprise me. And he's like, with anything? And I'm like, sure. This motherfucker gives me the strongest beer on the menu,
Oh my god.
which is called 11 Survive.
Oh.
It is 12%. It is 12%. Yeah.
They can
And,
definitely
like,
stick up on you.
I see my bottom, whatever, come in about the time I'm like halfway through with this, and I was like, how much of a problem do I want to be? But I decided not to identify as a problem for once. So went to the bathroom. I was leaving. I cashed out. All gravy. I like hip checked him as I was leaving, said bye, and then he introduced me to his friend that he was hanging out with. He's like, "Oh, hey, this is my friend Curtis." And I'm like, "Oh, hey, I'm Jen." And then didn't think anything of it. And then this dude, Curtis, goes, "Oh, so how do you know Evan?" And I'm like, "Well, that's a long story. 'Cause I'm drunk. Because I'm drunk." And I'm like, "That's a long story." And Evan was like, "Well, we like drink at the same like places. Like we met at Red Light, Red Light." And I was like, "Nope, we met at Milk House, dude. Like 2 years ago." And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, you're right." And he's like, "Yeah, we just drink at a lot of the same places." And I was like, "Uh-huh. Okay. Cool." And then I reminded him that he could not read or count before I left. And then I left. But I texted him after I left. Gay. I texted I texted him after I left, and I was like, "Hey, are you embarrassed that we fuck?" And he was like, "What? No, I just don't want to like advertise it where I work." And I'm like, "Mm-hmm. All right." Skeptical face.
Skeptical.
Skeptical face.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
a new thing.
Oh.
I don't know how much it matters, but it's just a thing.
Yeah.
This
give
has
us
never
the
happened
thing.
to me before. There's
Ooh.
a guy who keeps calling me Poppy. It's a new thing.
Oh.
I'm not saying I'm into it, but like,
Okay.
I'm not offended by it either. I'm just like, huh, this is new.
I had a dude call me daddy once. And I was like, "Do not ever do that again. That's disgusting."
Well,
Oh,
if anything, I actually made good decisions. It was like, well, this last weekend was all midterm grading. Because when it's counseling psychology and you're teaching new psychologists, their midterm is essentially them filming themselves doing bad therapy and then us watching. It's like 12 students, 30 minutes a session, and it's just fucking, it's a whole thing. Anyway, I just scrolling through Instagram, and I guess the algorithm is like sort of like caught on to what I like, as algorithms tend to do. And there's that one little moment where I was just like, would I pay $8 for this person's OnlyFans? And then I was like, nope, that's when I delete Instagram. So I've installed it, uninstalled it this weekend, and I haven't been on social media since. It's a good little break. Yeah, I made good decisions as opposed to bad ones.
Bad one.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
That was a journey.
Yeah. You have to give the whole context, right? I didn't have any interesting news, so I definitely didn't memorize their handle.
That is just looking out for future Julian when you are ready to make bad decisions.
Well, I have a decent memory, unfortunately. So some things you don't try to do, it just happens.
I feel that one. That happened to me.
Whoops. Yeah,
$8 is a good price.
You know
though.
words way better than I do.
This is a thing that happened while we were talking. That boy that I had to explain what queer meant. I was like, so I use that because like I have pretty unconventional ideas about what like sex and romantic relationships look like. And he's like, "Oh, what sort of experiences have you had?" And I'm like, "I am 30, almost 37 years old, kid. I'm not going to sit here and list all of the different kinds of experiences that I've had." So like I mentioned a few different things, and his follow-up question is, does it count as pegging if it's just like a dildo or a vibrator not on a strap? And I was like, wow, I have a type. I was like, it's close enough, man. It is close enough. Close enough for government work.
You get a B, kid.
Yeah.
You get a B.
Yeah, that was his follow-up question. Does it count as pegging if it's not on a strap? And I'm like,
It's a good question.
Technically, no, but spiritually, yes.
What you're getting out of it is something similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I did hang out with Olivia last week. That was cool. We went to Thursdays.
Thursday.
She introduced me to a group of girls she met, and she made them play the game of What Do You Think He Is?
Oh, testing their gaydar.
I'll give you a hint. They didn't guess gay.
What? I think. What is wrong with people in San Antonio? Because, baby boy, I gotta tell you, I pegged you as gay when we did our interview to join the group. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I would be concerned about this,
Yeah.
except this is a very gay man, and I feel super comfortable right now.
Mhm.
They guessed. There was 4 of them. They collectively guessed by pan. I'm gathering the data. Just log it in a spreadsheet now.
Okay, so it's still LGBT, but it's not the correct one.
I just have to.
Yeah, I mean, definitely clocked you as gay.
No, Q does not give by anything.
Wow.
I don't.
I don't have
Yeah,
a
Q had-
septum.
Yeah, you don't. I sent Q a picture of the guy I've been talking to. He plays the banjo, which I've discovered is a queer instrument. And I sent a picture of him to Q, and Q's like, "Oh, you septum twinsies," and I'm like, "Yes, that's how you can identify other bisexual people in a crowded room." Yes. Yeah. No, Q, you're way too confident to be a bisexual man.
Subtle diss to
Bisexual
all
men
bi
in-
men.
I thought
Honestly.
all of my bi friends, and I was like, are they in conflict?
That looks like
in
a
my-
man who knows what he wants.
Yeah. In my experience, bisexual men are all deeply insecure about one or more facets of their sexuality. Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Sorry, I'm on cold medicine and I'm most of the way through that beer. That got real serious real quick.
I was gonna say, Jen, if you don't drink alcohol when you're sick, it just makes you sick longer.
You really laid him off with that day quote from yesterday?
Yeah.
I am on day 5. Cat, what the fuck are you doing? What? I can't with that. I'm on day 5. I've had no alcohol since I got sick. If you want to play D&D, I need this alcohol. Because as you can tell,
with my head like this.
as you can tell, this is about how much voice I'm going to have for the rest of whatever this is.
All right.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoy this sounding like I had Marlboro Reds for breakfast.
Turns out the camera, Rio wins camera with the wig. Gay!
Sorry. Where was the lie though?
I diagnosed you with
I
gay.
got it.
Where was
Semi right, but it's fun hilarious.
I diagnosed you as genderqueer.
Yeah, but you turned you had on a blue wig. I was like, oh, okay. Blue hair automatically makes you gay. That is another way you can clock a person. Yeah.
Nails, septum ring, blue wig.
I don't have nails currently. But it it wasn't as much of a handicap as I thought it would be. So okay. So if you all would like to, I am totally cool with talking with you people as you are my friends and I love you. But if you want to play adult pretend, I have probably about 90 minutes of this left in the tank.
Wonderful.
Yes, and it's been a while since we've had some combat.
Oh.
True.
Oh, no.
I think it's been like 3 weeks actually.
Yeah.
So much character development in the swamp. I feel like
Exactly.
Shrek.
Yes.
I feel like
So-
Shrek.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I love it. Also, Mammon now looks like Shrek in my head. He doesn't look like Shrek in canon, but he does in my head. So, I'm gonna kick your asses tonight. Is what's gonna happen.
You may try.
All right.
Oh, well, we'll see. I'm gonna get another beer because I'm grown and I could do what I want. I may
Oh no,
also
you
get
told
some-
Jen not to do something, and now she's gonna do it.
Right. That's
I'm,
fair.
I'm encourage her more. Don't grab a beer. It's gonna make you more fucked up. You're not allowed to have a beer.
Don't shower us with gifts. That would be awful.
Oh no! Don't level us up at the end of the session.
Oh no.
I need you to know that I am in fact not a brat. So like that shit does if in the instances in which I switch, I am baby. I'm good girl. I don't brat shit does not work on me. I know. It doesn't work on me.
Right,
Works-
shit, don't
Works on me.
We
more than
know.
half the time.
We know.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
Brad, are you a brat or a demure? I feel like you're too tired to be a brat.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, I honestly agree with that.
Too tired to be a brat.
It's like so much effort.
Like,
Honestly, if
demure is
anybody's-
not just a meme word. That's like a thing now.
Eh,
Or has it always been a thing?
it has not always been a thing. No, the concept is the same. I think
Okay, just making sure.
it's not like a new vocab. This is not like vocabulary word that you have missed out on. I don't believe.
Okay, good. I hate when I miss out on vocab updates.
Oh, I have to ask my students sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
was
what's
like,
the new slang?
Yeah. Well, no, I'll be like, I love to use the slang incorrectly, but sometimes I want to make sure I'm using it the right way. So I'll be like, okay, I'll let you cook, and then did I use that right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, great, fantastic. Dude, I got trolled so hard by this guy I'm talking to. He sent me a TikTok video, and I was like, I do not have TikTok. And he's like, hold on, let me find this in a millennial friendly way. And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, do you also want me to tell you what it was like during the Industrial Revolution?
So a funny side. It's funny for me. So the girl who I'm complicit, the devil anyway. She is Vietnamese, so the devil is Vietnamese. But so the running joke is that she
And
doesn't get.
Vietnamese.
Yeah, the running joke is that she doesn't get like English sayings, and so the funny thing has been just describing random thing as raw dog. So we're like changing a tire, and it's just like, yeah, we didn't even use one of those drill things. We just raw dogged it. It's like,
Honestly,
so now,
that is how you would use that, though.
so now everything is raw dogged, and I love it.
It's just
I-
go-to.
I
Wow.
love the fact that no one in that conversation knew that it was called an impact wrench.
All right.
Anyways.
Okay, I knew that. I love that nobody in this conversation knows that that's called an impact wrench. Okay.
Anyway.
Wow, I am so butch. Jesus Christ. Olivia said that to me, and I was like, no, I'm not. I don't wear flannel. I wear short shorts. And then I was like, oh, I'm the only person in this conversation in a room full of people that are dudes. And I'm the only person who knew that that was an impact wrench. Okay. I am butch. Okay.
You're Florida, but no flannel in Florida.
That's true. Fair.
All right, guys, let's raw dog it.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
raw dog this
That's
session.
what I'm talking.
Let's do this. And then not.
I always raw dog our sessions. The only thing I don't raw dog is life and strangers.
Asmund does.
As one
I have
does.
broken into my hurricane goldfish.
Is that an emergency goldfish or?
Oh, I just only buy snacks when there's a natural disaster.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, my friends who moved to Florida were like, obviously, I told you they live in Tampa. Like, they moved to Tampa the week of the hurricane or whatever. And they left the city, and they were like, "Shit, we have to leave home to dodge this dangerous natural disaster. Guess we'll go to a concert." So they just went to a fucking concert.
Great, that's fantastic. I love them. I love them. That is. I understand now why they moved to Florida. That is some real Florida folk. That is some real Florida folk shit.
It was the Romans do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so. What did I just run over? Oh. Get out of here. All right. If at any point listening to me talk becomes painful for you, please let me know. Because it has been really weird to hear my voice go through different levels of villainy over the course of this illness. So, what happened last time, y'all?
He got this Grinkin eye, and he gave us a nice philosophy conversation.
Yeah.
Also learned that his name is Drinking I, like AYE instead of.
You didn't actually learn that. You just assumed that that's what it was, and I went with it because I think it's fucking funny.
Well, he's Irish, so he's got to say I all the time.
I.
Sure, yeah.
That's what I remember the most part about that last session, but what I don't remember is what our next objective is, mostly because Clyde's technically going with the flow and will do any orders that he's given as a good as boy he is.
Well,
This is a bottom.
according to my notes, we talked to the Grinkin Eye for a while.
You can also be a top, he ordered me to.
Yep.
Oh, a bottom press to service. Oh no.
Please, Heavenly Moss. He's cooking something in like a fucking glass dome to the south.
Right. He's an Imperium, he's slowly growing more in power.
He's the Imperium, but he's got like something cooking back there.
Have y'all ever seen the Black Cauldron?
Mm-hmm.
Once.
So the cauldron, right? It's you put people in and like a dead army comes out. It was based on Irish myth, if you will, magical cauldron. Think about it that way, because as it is now, if he died, he'd have to go back to Mount Celestia and wait for his mom to decide that he got a body again.
He's got mommy issues.
Yeah, his mom literally hurled him into hell.
We did learn that. He also eats souls.
Yeah, he eats souls. Why not?
So, what is our next objective?
Either go to the dragons or head back to the boat and handle that situation.
You were also told that you should probably go to the jangling hitter.
Oh
Right.
yeah, we were
That's
definitely told to stop by the jangling hitter by Grankin.
There's
Yes.
the Elder Brain shop. There's the Chain Devils at the header. Also maybe a Ninky.
Could be.
No, I vote we go straight to the header.
Yeah, sure.
Also,
Black.
Nick and I did not seem like going to the Dragons was a good idea.
Yeah.
I objected
said-
going here
he said
in the first
it-
place completely.
It depends. He said it depends. It's like a 50-50 split between the two. If we get the, I think he said if we get the
Ilfric.
Oh, I spelled that wrong. What was I drunk again? Ilfric was
You only had a
willing
beer
to
that
trade,
night.
but the other one I didn't get. I don't think I got the other one.
Is that what the Empyrean said, or is that what Telecarna said?
No, that's what the Empyrean said, or Drinking said.
Telecarna said it. Talked a little bit about the dragons' relationship to one another. But Grinken reiterated that if you went to the dragons, he had never heard of a dragon giving things out of their hoard, only taking things for their hoard.
That's what
He
I
also
heard.
mentioned that nice, but they're not willing to trade. Is what I got off of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ilfric is less murderous than most ancient black dragons would be.
Well, that's good.
Mm.
But he's
Maybe.
also maybe lovers with Klask, who is an ancient Styx dragon. So
Maybe we should go to the jingling eater. Whatever it is that the dragons have to do, well, we've had a good streak of no violence so far, so perhaps we can keep it that way.
I agree. Do we know where the hitter might be?
Well, we got to get back to the ship, which was,
Yeah.
I believe, up here next to this X.
so
Because we came from here, didn't we? Or
I thought we
Mhm.
came
Okay.
from like a little bit more up here.
so
well, I thought-
This is
let me
in
move
the
you
south.
to the other map. Let me move you to the other map.
No matter where we're going, we're gonna have to also like decide how
So-
to approach what we learned about Tyax.
Uh-huh.
I'd say for now we keep it to ourselves until the kayak person does something fishy. Maybe we should keep a closer eye on him than we have been.
Well, apparently
So-
Tyax is worshipping someone who is the Lord of Lies. So, ipso facto, if we ask him any questions, he will most likely lie to us. And so, by process of elimination, we can ask him as many questions as we can, and eventually we will whittle down exactly what his plan is.
Basically, testifying how that goes and
It will only
interrogation.
take 12 or 13,000 questions before we figure out more or less what he wants.
Agreed.
Raheem,
yes,
you're a paladin, right?
debatable, but go ahead.
Ish.
Do you got Zone of Truth?
Do I
see.
have
Wrong with that?
Do I have a I think I can swap that out. What time of
Well-
day is it?
So you got up, traveled for, I believe it took about 3-4 hours to get here. I'd say, considering your conversation with the Greek and I probably happened in real time. So it's, I don't know, late lunchtime.
Chapai, a little suggestion of my opinion, but perhaps we shouldn't interrogate him just yet.
I wasn't
'cause-
saying anything about interrogating the guy. I'm just like, maybe one day Raheem just happens to secretly cast Zone of Truth and doesn't tell anyone.
Yes, I can learn Zone of Truth, but like in a few hours after a long
Yeah.
rest.
That's fine. We're definitely gonna, I guess, take a long rest getting there.
Very well. I was just going to remind everyone that technically he is the captain of the ship, and I'd
First
rather.
mate.
First
Koton
mate.
is the captain.
Oh,
Yeah,
Don't
it's
want to go back.
it's Kotam's ship, but Kotam worships the god that his god hates.
Yes,
Sirik and
Kotam.
Kellamvor.
Kotam? Yeah, Kotan worships Kellamvor.
I think it's at least what we should shoot for is at least knowing whether whatever's Tyx is gonna screw us over first of all. You know,
I don't
I don't.
I don't suspect that he will screw us over in the near term, as I suspect that his motivation is to displace or like create a you know how we create power vacuums? He's trying to create a power vacuum for his god. I think he's hoping that we Because everywhere we go, we're creating power vacuums. I think he's hoping that he can just sit back and watch us create a power vacuum, and then he uses it for Cyric.
Are we his plan?
That's why he's so invested in us.
Isn't
Yes,
Kotam
you
our
are
only,
genius.
isn't Kotam our only way out of hell?
Yes.
Yes.
That we know of.
So he can't
Well,
die.
yes.
Also yes.
And Quensu,
Yeah.
do you think, given time, that you could get us off this plane?
I think that it is possible. There are spells that are strong enough to allow one to open a gate in between planes. I don't believe that I'm strong enough to do that yet.
But perhaps by the time we get to the 8th layer?
Well, if my genius has proven trustworthy as it has so far, then
Hey, can I offer you a pop
at my current rate of development, perhaps.
That is good to know. And if not, I'm sure we can create deals.
Would
Everyone roll me a history check.
a banishment spell work?
We have already been down this path before. A banishment spell would not work.
And this is 17.
Okay. That's okay.
Yes, I used it as a joke once.
But it was low-key not a joke.
Yeah. Yes, it would not work.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Still, my point being is he will be leaving breadcrumbs over his ultimate plan that we go in and we just follow that. And once we discover that he will execute his plan to fully the captain or the person on the ship, we stop him.
Okay. So, Clyde, you were not in the crew when this information was given out, but you didn't go into hell unprepared, so you knew that teleportation is kind of funky in the hells. Equinsu and Asclepius, you both do recall that you were given the information that you can teleport backwards in hell very easily. So you could go to layers of hell that you have already visited. Going forward in hell, you can't teleport to parts of hell that you have not yet been to. And teleporting out of hell is would probably require either a ship capable of navigating the river Styx or a deal with a greater being.
So, based on that information, I don't have the spell, but I imagine I would know it. It's a question of if Sklep knows about the functionality of the plane shift spell. I don't know if I should roll Arcana or
Yeah, you could roll an Arcana check just to see.
If anything, Quincy would know about it better than I would.
Yeah, you both do know that it would take pretty powerful magic like plane shift, probably. And that's the way that people from the material plane often get into the hells, is via plane shift. But when you're doing that, you have to have very specific components. And in particular, you have to have
metal rod attuned to that plane.
Yes. You have to have a tuning fork that is attuned to that plane. Which is why it is a expensive and difficult thing to do. And you would imagine, even without the greater laws of the hells governing your travel, that tuning forks tuned to the material plane are probably pretty dear in the hells.
Under
That
tight lock and
seems
key.
like this seems like a thing that greater devils, archdevils, would probably have and would use very sparingly for the people that they wanted to sit. This is a thing that greater devils would have.
Nobody did an insight check, but it's unclear if Ikwensu can actually do that or if he's just a little overconfident about just about anything.
I just assumed it's that one.
was like, yeah, I don't see why I can't do that. I'm the best. Duh.
Yeah. There's a reason why the reason.
Oh.
Oh, just so you know, all of where your items are, they all have a name attached to them, like a sin of something. And Quincy's was the sin of pride.
Oh.
But
Interesting.
Okay, I got my soul back and I'm humble now.
Humble now.
No, it was too easy. It was too easy. It was too easy. But yeah, presumably, if something were to happen to Kotom, if something were to happen to Kotom, you wouldn't be like fucked. But you only need to look at what's happened to Oleander to see how difficult it is to leave Hell once you're here. Because she's been trapped down here for 25 or 30 years, trying to find a way out. Because she hasn't been able to find someone willing to send her back to the material plane. Yeah, so you're not fucked, but it would be difficult without Kotom.
Is Kotom considered a greater demon?
No, Kotom is a very high-ranking cleric of Kelemvor. And it is as a cleric of the god of the dead. And it is that sort of transitory magic that allows his barge to navigate the river Styx.
I see.
Yeah.
So it would be bad if Tyax killed Kotom.
Probably, yes. Very bad.
Which Tyax does low-key want to do that.
Well, at the very least, it is a thing that he has probably considered.
Yeah, so Kotom can't die.
yeah, we're all in agreement about that.
Look at this long kitten.
Fucking Greg.
Oh, that long kitty.
He's so big. He's gone through a growth spurt and is now an absolute menace. Absolute menace. Get out of here. Yeah, fucking Greg. Very accurate. Okay. Please get off of me. Now he's offended that I've taken him off of my shoulder. Okay, so you all are, as the Marlboro Man tells you where you all are about in the middle of the Ineffable Trove. And Kotom's barge is, I would say, probably about right there. As long as it is where you left it. You traveled by foot into the Ineffable Trove, and that was a little bit rough. But it was much easier after Asclepius fabricated the ugly guppy. So you can make a survival check. Goddamn. You can make a survival check to see how long it would take you to get back to Kotom's barge.
All of us, or just one of us who is attached?
You can pick somebody, and if you all want to help, that person can do it with advantage.
I pick Clyde.
I also pick Clyde.
All right, well then we're waiting until Clyde gets back, because Clyde is not a real boy right now.
I don't like eating in front of the camera.
What? I eat spaghetti all the time.
Yeah.
I've literally been shoving goldfish into my face.
Fine.
But also, what are you? You just don't want to tell us what you're eating.
It's hamburger helper. Sweet and spicy.
Okay.
Look at him, so adorable.
That is-
eating his dinner with the hood on.
Just put a food gremlin.
That is charmingly domestic. In like a very middle class type of way, like hamburger helper. God, it's probably been like 20 years since I've had hamburger helper. Okay, 25. Yeah, it would probably take you the better part of the rest of today to get back to where the ship is, provided there weren't any complications.
Jen.
Mhm.
On our way back to the ship,
Mhm.
as a scouting tool, I will use Arcane Eye
Okay.
to observe the area as we make our way back to the boat, the
Okay.
ugly guppy.
Uh-huh.
If there are any enemies, I will try to avoid them. If there are any pools of memories, I would go toward them.
Mm,
You slut.
You
fantastic.
son of a bitch.
Okay.
The eye is
so-
invisible, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You slut.
Fantastic. So, I love it. I love
But
it.
it's got verbal and somatic components, so you gotta do the Macarena before you cast it, right?
Well, yeah, but presumably he would just say that he was doing it so he could scout ahead for ambushes.
Oh yeah,
I
that'd be
wouldn't-
fine.
Yeah,
I
I get
wouldn't
it.
And he's
question him.
doing that so it's not a lie. Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. And actually, what you notice, Schleb, is that with this sort of piece of like orange plaque that the Grinken Eye has left on your breastplate, as it hardens and becomes one with your armor, it takes on a very odd shape. The pieces of this orange, I'm going to call it plaque for lack of a better word, detritus, in the rock formations around you is very organically shaped. But the longer this piece of the Grinken Eye's calling card stays on you, it starts to take on a shape very much like a sigil. If anyone speaks Celestial, you would recognize that this is essentially a name in Celestial.
Is it Grinken Eye?
No. It is not Grinken Eye.
I do indeed read Celestial.
Yeah. So you look down and it simply says child. And as you read it, as you look at it longer, you realize it's shifted. It seems to be becoming the longer you wear it. And you realize that it's not just child. It says child of your own destiny. And the edges of this sigil, the center, it appears malleable. Like it might change depending on the choices that you make.
He looks at the others who read Celestial.
Gwensu is paying no mind. I'm too busy ritual casting tiny hut around the perimeter of our ugly guppy so that we can have a comfortable interior while we have to navigate this gross ass swamp.
Air conditioning.
And it is actually remarkable that the trip to the Grinken Eye was pretty difficult. And it seems as though your trip leaving the Grinken Eye has been, your path has been smoothed for you.
Like that.
There is much more solid ground. And some of the landmarks that you had noted being perceptive adventurers have shifted just slightly to make your passage easier. Asclepius, please make for me a perception check for your arcane eye. Because up to this point, you have not yet reached the ugly guppy, but you're getting upon it because it's still a distance. Wonderful.
I'm not very
Wonderful.
perceptive.
No. Mm-mm. You're like, nah, I feel good. I feel good. Roll me a D100. Just for schlep.
88.
Boobies.
Fantastic. Oh my god, that's amazing. You're like concentrating on this arcane eye, and you're like, okay. No ambushes, no ambushes, no ambushes, no ambushes. And then you sink knee deep into water. And you look down, and you have just stepped directly into a draining pool.
Oh.
No.
We did this by divine intervention rules.
Oh boy.
And guess what?
Oh, great. He rolled,
Uh,
he rolled well.
Oh.
Yep. So you've stepped. Schlep has stepped directly into a dreaming pool. And it's small. It's not as broad as the one that you had seen originally. The one that you'd seen originally was almost like lake-sized. This almost is like a puddle or a ditch, a runoff from someplace. I need my table. Cool. So, when you step into this, do you want to resist the pull of the dreaming pool?
no, when he steps into it and looks down in surprise, it's more like a, oh, and then he kind of just stands a moment.
Okay. In that case, roll me a d12, please.
It's a 3.
Roll again. Somebody already got a 3.
A 2.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm gonna send you what the result is.
Uh-oh.
But you you double check. Oh, cool. Great. As you sit there and you look down and you recognize this silver liquid that's sort of lapping right around your knee, you experience the memory of a woman. And not a young woman, somewhere around middle-aged, 40 or so. She lives alone. You live alone in a small hut. But you have everything that you need. You have a little garden. You have a couple of goats that you milk. And you're happy. As happy as you can be. Your husband has died. And that's sad. You mourn him. But it's been years. And you live in your little hut. And you have a good life. And you help the people in the village. And the people in the village they're not like you. They're just human peasants going about their lives. Day to day, there's a blacksmith, they're farmers. Just an average Faerunian village. But not you. You feel so very apart from them. You aren't from here. You've come here because you loved your husband and he asked you to. And you get the sense that you look down at your hands see glimpses of yourself in the mirror. When you're an orc. Just a middle-aged orc woman. A hair turning gray, plaited down one side. You never had any children, but you're happy. And you help the people in the village when you can. Because before you left your tribe, you were trained to be a shaman. You were trained in herbery and midwifery. You can help these people. And you do, for years and years. You give to them, despite the fact that they've never made you part of their village. You've lost count of how many babies you've saved, how many mothers you've saved, how many sick children and husbands you've given the right herbs to. And you give and you give and you give of yourself. And you expect that this little well inside of you will run dry one day. And it doesn't. You keep giving until one day you're called to the headman's home, the mayor of the town, because his wife is in labor. And he doesn't think she's going to make it. And as you go into the room, he says, "Save my son." And when you go in the room, you save his wife instead. And he runs you from your home. You still have the blood from delivering his dead son on your hands. And you find yourself alone in the woods, run from the home you shared with your husband, with your love for 25 years. And you are weeping. For that well of deep charity inside of you is still full, and you wish that it was not. You wish that you could just rip it out of your chest. And you hear a little voice say, "If you have no use for it, I will take it." And you give it up. That deep well of charity and kindness that sustained you for so many years. And your dream ends. And I will DM you what you've got here. So I need you to make me a charisma saving throw. Ooh, okay. Do with that what you will.
Yep.
Has anyone has saved against that yet? You have?
Mm-hmm.
I think you might be the only one.
Interesting.
Yeah. Make me a second charisma saving throw.
Is what wakes me up the fact that the party's dragging me out of the pool?
Yeah.
Sharp Eye's gonna
Yeah,
laugh out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess at some point we'd sense like, hey, Slip, why are you not moving?
It takes only a minute. It's like the logic of dreams, right?
Mm.
You experience these years of life, but it's maybe 30 or 45 seconds. It's just enough where somebody's like, "Yo, Schlep, are you okay?"
Oh no! What's that? Why is
Great. So this is permanent, and
Ah.
also you have the effects. So once a month you can re-roll to see whether or not you have that effect.
Oh my
Someone
god.
Mark your fucking calendar.
So this effect is once a month reroll, or is it permanent? Permanent.
It's
So,
permanent.
once a month.
It's
So once a month you can re-roll to see whether or not you have that effect.
permanent.
It's once a month. You'll re-roll once a month.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay.
If you had passed the first one, if you had passed one of them, it would only have happened for 1 month. But
Then
you
we
failed
gotta
them.
check about month number 2 or whatever.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Duly noted.
Yep.
Surely it can't be bad.
It's actually not. Well,
Depends on.
yeah, it's. Oh, I'm sorry that I just made you listen to that cough. It's not marked as a negative trait on the table.
It's interpretably bad.
I feel
Yes.
like mine's a negative trait.
Yes, it is. Yours is marked as a negative trait on the table.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
At least in the meanwhile, I'll be processing that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will allow you. You can process that and put it into play as you so choose. Wonderful. So you get Schlep moving again. You make it to the ugly guppy. Quinsu installs. Quinsu installs some air conditioning in the ugly guppy.
Yes. And this would be my strategy going forward. Anytime that we stop or we are on a boat or anything like that, I want to have a nice place of refuge from these hellish conditions.
So you want to end up back over here, which is where you entered the ineffable drove from. All right. And we'll use Clyde's survival check, the first one, just for this first little bit. You make it about here. It's pretty smooth sailing, actually. Now, someone roll me a party D100.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Party D Hundo, go. 55. Right smack down almost towards the middle.
Great. Cool. As you are as you are pulling down the swamp, enjoying the climate control that your wizard has so thoughtfully provided for you. Actually, let me roll a thing. I have their stat block. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Excuse me. Does anybody have a passive perception above 29?
What?
What?
No.
Passive perception? No.
Yeah. A passive perception. I mean, nobody said that they were keeping watch.
I have a passive perception of 28.
Oh, no, I'm actively chilling.
Yeah,
I'm
things are
having a
good. Don't know
Yeah.
why we wouldn't see this.
A natural 20, oh my god.
Oh, literally.
Yep.
Oh no.
Hey guys, I honestly think it's going to be a pretty good day. I think we're just going to be able to get out of here. We've already done enough. There's probably, let's just keep a low profile, move sailing from here on out.
Honestly,
Yeah.
now that I'm aware that I can use magic to pretty much overcome all of the uncomfortability of hell, I just don't see any situation that could go wrong.
Yeah, this is actually for once a decent day, I feel like. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Does anybody else hear boss music?
Quinsu, I love you. Please roll me just a general wisdom check. Okay. Cool. Okay. I have a table that I have been filling out for months and months. The numbers are getting so high.
Oh, no.
Oh, oh,
Mhm.
that could be so many things. Concerning things.
Yes. Yes. I'm very happy about it. Have to worry about it for several more layers of hell, though. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
that better?
No, the higher the numbers get.
I mean, it's good for me. Roll me another survival check. Poor favor.
Anyone?
Let's
Yeah.
roll that natural.
I mean, if Clyde's gonna do it, if somebody's gonna help Clyde, he can do it with advantage.
I'll give him assistance.
Okay. I have to.
What do you want?
Yeah. You feel good about what's happening right now.
Yep, just focusing on the river and
I'm
making sure
sorry.
this boat's safe straight.
Yeah.
Anything.
That cough was because I am ill and not because of anything going poorly.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
Roll an insight check.
I'm rocking the
Roll an insight check on God.
Oh, God.
That's a 15.
Yeah, you don't fucking know.
Eh. Oh, it's almost a natural 20. It just hit the wall.
If you believe me, you shouldn't.
I don't. No, this is perfectly smooth sailing.
Okay, cool. So I was doing things on other maps. Cool. Where are we? Nope, that's not. Yeah, there we go. There you are. Make it a little bit further. To about here. Let me roll another. Let's roll another check. Why not? It's been several hours at this point.
Yeah, it's been.
Yes. Boop. Okay. Yeah. Everybody notices this time. A span of dark wings. Let's go over here. We're switching maps.
Ooh, man, I didn't notice there was shade in hell.
Oh my god.
This day.
I mean, we've never really had like direct sunlight on us, but because sky is always cloudy.
Yeah. And the sky is this grotesque shade of sickly orange in this layer of hell. That orange of like a rotting pumpkin, if we're being on brand for the spooky season. But there's a wide swath of wings that shade you for a moment, and it circles almost like a buzzard. And you have a moment where you're like, you think, oh, Telecarna? No, we killed her. Her head's still in this fucking bag. And then a rather stunted looking black dragon drops down. And he's sort of, I'd say he's maybe 15 feet above the boat. Probably more like 20. And he intends to do another pass and then notices that you have noticed him. And hovers.
Howdy.
Hello. I am Ulfric.
Pleasure.
What do you have to offer for me?
Oh, this is that. Hello. What sorts of things do you typically fancy?
Sometimes I like gold. Sometimes I like souls, sometimes I like silver, but the thing I like most are stories. Good stories. Give me a good story. I collect them. It's been so long since I've been in hell.
That is kind of interesting because there are pools here that are full of stories. Have you seen these?
Yes. They're bad news. These pools of dreams. They're bad news. They stick to you. I do not want to have them stuck to me. I like to collect the stories. I do not want to be impacted by the stories for more than like a few moments.
Oh, so you like literally want us to just spin your tail?
Sure, unless one of you has a book I could borrow. You'd be surprised how few books there are in hell.
Do we have a book? Does anybody have a book?
And by borrow, I mean I will keep it. I'm not giving it back.
Clyde, do you have any good stories?
I mean, I was gonna tell possibly the story how I got the disease of lycanthropy.
Were
That
you
sounds like
bit
an
by a
interesting story to me.
lycanthrope?
I'm sorry?
Were you bit by a lycanthrope? That's usually how that happens.
No, actually, it was through a ritualistic incantation.
Oh, black magic. I love a good story of black magic. He claps his wings together, sits down on this sort of live oak that's mostly fallen over into the swamp. And it sags even more with his weight as he sits on it. This is before we get started on your story, I'll give you a moment so you can brainstorm how you'd like to tell this. DM to player. Is anybody in the party familiar with Oh, we've got a paladin at Bahamut. Former. What the fuck, cat? Get down. This dragon looked funny. There's something not put together correctly about this dragon. So, I would think that probably you would make Arcana or maybe Medicine to see what the fuck is wrong with this dragon. Because there is something funky going on here.
I will go with medicine because I'm
Yeah.
non-intelligent. It didn't matter.
No, you were like, this is a black dragon. Black dragon, he evil.
Evil. He bad. He bad news.
He bad. He bad.
We're so dead. As soon as Clyde's done telling his story, we're so dead.
Yeah, that's basically where you're at right now. Schlep, you may also make a medicine check. And since you are our other medicine bitch in this, are you just hungry? You can make Arcana if you so choose. You're seeing what the fuck is wrong. I'm gonna give this cat some food, so stop him.
I would like to cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Yes.
So that I can cancel out my disadvantage.
Oh no!
I forgot about that.
That's resourceful, though.
Can we, before telling this story, pull over to land?
I
Nope,
rolled
I
an
think
18 Dungeon Master. Oh, great Dungeon Master. How fucked am I?
Okay. Sorry. I had to go feed that kitten so he would stop bugging the shit out of me. Yes. You're looking at this dragon, and this dragon looks stunted. Like, his limbs are not correct. One of his forelimbs is noticeably several feet shorter than the other. And he looks ill in some way. Like his spine curls just a little bit too far to one direction. Like, something ain't right with the way this thing is put together. Anyway, because you wouldn't expect to have found a black dragon this far deep into hell, really. Because there usually aren't dragons other than the Styx dragons past Tiamat's lair. And he looks like he might be suffering some of the ill effects of being this deep in hell.
Particularly, I mean, the same way we're feeling effects in this swamp.
Yeah. But he's been here for who knows how long.
Let's see. Mid-transformation.
Transformation into what?
Styx dragon.
You can make an Arcana check if you'd like. Raheem, were you going to attempt to steer the guppy to shore?
Yes, I will be like, hey, Clyde, for you to definitely tell this story very, like the best way to tell it, probably on solid, ground, right?
Yeah, that'll probably be better. I mean, kind of hard to focus on steering this ship at the same time. Make sure we don't go overboard.
Yeah, it's super shaky, and I'll just I don't know, shake the boat or something to make it seem like it's unbalanced.
Okay. Where do you want to? Sharpa, you have no fucking clue. You're like, yeah, no, he's definitely this motherfucker gonna be a devil. He gonna be something. You are immediately super sus. You're like, oh no, he is definitely gonna murder us all.
Hands on pistol.
Yeah. Where do you want to pull the shore at?
Let's go. We'll go to the. We'll be super close to him.
Like here?
Yeah, we'll go here.
Okay. Yeah, you could pull to shore, and if you'd like to disembark, you may. He sort of twists so that he's still facing you. He pulls from somewhere a little paper bag of snacks. Starts popping them in his mouth. I would encourage you to put your character where they would like to go, if you intend on not being on that boat.
Yeah.
Sharpa's gonna lean up against this tree down here.
I guess I'll be in the front since I'm the one talking to the dragon.
Yes. That's also so we can just have Clyde take front and center, just all spread out and give him some space.
And not at all because you're trying to avoid whatever conical shaped thing might come out of this dragon if things go poorly.
Who knows?
Quince is like, fuck it, I got contingency.
What?
Okay. Oh God. Okay. He has his little snacks. He pulls it out, and you realize that the things here, he's not just like eating like popcorn, biscuits. These appear to be little like fried imps. They're crunching him. Like, have you ever been on a road trip and you stop by like a roadside gas station and you buy a whole bunch of like fried chicken gizzards? That's the sort of vibe that's happening here. Tell me you're Southern without telling me you're Southern. Gas stations sell boiled peanuts and fried chicken gizzards where I'm from.
Gizzards.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay.
Most horrific thing I've said tonight, fried chicken gizzards. Yeah, he's eating some little fried imps. Clyde. He goes, oh. Tell me your story of black magic and lycanthropy.
Well, truth be told, for me to tell you the black magic of rituals, I have to start from the beginning. as you can see, I embraced my wolf, but truth be told, I'm actually a tabaxi. Beautiful navy blue color, heterochromic, one my right eye being blue, my left eye being red. To be honest, I was abandoned at home alone, fending off the streets, and just so happened, as I was dumpster diving, searching for food, I came across this large mansion of sorts. And I was unfortunately caught by this weird, tall, slender being, who looked like an albino of sorts, but he had black hair and red eyes.
I'm saying, is this Slender Man?
Vampire? Was captured by a vampire?
He actually was very fond of cats. He actually invited me into his home, and I was, well, cleaned up. I wouldn't say bathed for sure. And he decided to try to adopt me to his home, but lately, I will come to realize that he was actually a butler for this the young master CL. He is actually a kid who just loathed who I was. He disliked animals of my kind. But Sebastian, my good friend, he persuaded the young master that I would be unlike anything else to him. Loyal, cleanliness, self-defense wise, and Sebastian actually financed a school for me off to the Moonfawn etiquette I went to learn how to be who I am now. I noble, cleanliest, troll being, just basically any order that I could get done was the goal.
Roll me a performance check to see how well you are keeping his attention. Okay, continue.
So I arrived back at the mansion, where then I was introduced to the rest of the Butler family. I can't necessarily recall the names, I'll be honest, but there was a young petite man, a blonde one with green eyes, who is incredibly strong, much like my friend Raheem here. You can lift nearly 4 times the weight or the size that he can carry. In fact, there's also an old timer who you would say is the blind as a bat, but yet he knew every nook and cranny where everything was. Like, so much so, it nearly scared me to death at times, how much he would notice. And then I met this beautiful woman. Red hair, almost crimson, dark red, like a rose, and also a little bit of darker red eyes, but one could be confused with Hazel. And by God, was she good. She had a sharp eye for everything. She had a gun, a rifle. No bullet was ever missed for the target that she would hit. But unfortunately, their performance was much better than mine. In terms of cleanliness, duties, assassinations, defense, where I lack experience of. So I went up.
I think that you have, as they say, buried the lead. You have buried the lead here. Assassinations? Back up a step. Back up a step. Tell me about these assassinations. This is not the norm. I don't. Points to the other people in the group. Assassinations are not a normal thing in the material plane. That's not a normal household etiquette.
Fair.
They were all of other noble birth, either high influence of money or close to being princes or kings, but my knowledge goes for. But we weren't given details. To be honest, I just wanted to prove myself that I could be just as good as these the family members for this brother to impress my young master CL.
You sounds like an asshole.
A little bit, yes, but Sebastian keeps reminding me that he has a heart for those who prove themselves, and he always keeps his family close, regardless of his facade. of a little brat that he may be.
So you want to be good. You want to compete with everyone. You're like, I want to find my place in this place. Okay, excellent. Where the wolf?
Well, I actually came up to my friend Sebastian and almost. No, I'm not gonna say almost. I begged to try to gain more power, to be just as powerful and equal to my family. And he and the young master offered a way for me to gain such power, where he and I and the young master went to a dark cave and did a ritual where I would consume the full blood of a lycanthropic person. I never met the person, but I would just have to drink the blood of oneself.
That's how they get you. You should not drink strangers' blood.
But I was hesitant at first, but after Theo mentioned that once I drink it, I will be fully committed to the family and will never be abandoned again. Thus, I drank the blood.
You poor thing.
And so I drank the blood, but man, power I've gained, it was beyond anything I'd ever imagined. The screams sound like an opera song to me, orchestral music. The tanginess of blood was like a fine wine to me. And the way my claws would cut through flesh and blood, just like a hot knife cutting through butter. I enjoyed all of it until
Roll me a wisdom saving throw as you are reminiscing about this, please.
Oh! Oh no.
Not once today.
Would you like to describe to your party members what it looks like as you start to lose control over your decorum, as you reminisce about your claws cutting through flesh like butter and the taste of blood on your tongue like the bouquet of a fine wine?
Sure. So, as Clyde is experiencing this, a smile begins to grow across Clyde's face and just grows bigger and bigger and bigger, to where it's more sinister, maniacal, and psychotic. And he begins to twitch a little, and is like, instead of his refined hands being closed, it begins to twitch and crack like he's growing out his claws. And he begins to say that I also remember a loved one and her cries for plea. And the eye patch that he carries he's shaking and slowly pulls it down. And there's actually a dark, like black reddish handprint stained across his face. And on that eye, the whites of his eyes are actually black. The iris is yellow. The pupil is black, but with a steady red line across the iris. And he simply says, I wish to feel it all again.
Fantastic. Please roll me a d4.
We thought we were fighting a connect.
You feel compelled to attack a Quinsu.
Luckily, I made a medal.
Would I be able to see all of this happening?
Well, I would say that you would notice him. Let's do a contested roll. How much are you paying attention to him? Be honest. How much are you paying attention?
Well, I'm more or less paying attention to what's the interaction between him and this dragon, since they're the focal point of the moment. And I don't know how things are going to go.
Okay, roll me insight to see if you notice his sudden hostility.
Okay. I'll tell you that if I saw something going strange and he was going to attack me, I would exclude him from the tiny hut
Yes. Understood.
so that he could not get into my barrier. But
Understood.
it's only an 11.
Yeah. You don't know. You are really convinced that the dragon is the threat in this situation. You are convinced the dragon is the threat in this situation.
Mhm.
Clyde, make an unarmed attack against a Quinsu. With advantage because this is surprise. Yeah, I'm going to guess a 26 hits.
Sure does.
Great. You take 8 slashing damage, and now...
Uh-oh.
Why are you in there? Hold on. Don't do anything.
You said a Quincy, right?
Yeah, I said a Quinsu.
Okay. Just as
I
he's
did.
like,
I did 1, 2, 3, and you rolled a 3.
Okay.
Yes. So now we're gonna roll a turn order here. So Quinsu, you get smacked upside the back of your beautiful bald head, and take 8 points of slashing damage. And we'll roll turn order. You can do a reaction in response to that before we get into turn order.
Just like imagine Clyde, like he's twitching, pulls down his eye patch, and then like jumps towards it. Quincy just slashes him across the back.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What the fucking shit, Clyde?
Let's see here.
Where's initiative? There you are. Beautiful. And since we're rolling initiative, yes, we're gonna roll initiative, just to keep things honest here. But you will get to do your reaction before we go into initiative order. And I will declare now, if you need to refill your beverage and/or take a bio break, this is the time to do it.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm gonna do both of those things.
Was both cinematic and something I was not expecting. I was actually going to get more in depth of the story, but oh well.
Maybe the dragon's jumping in to help us. That's our role in initiative.
You did too good a job describing how much you enjoyed ripping apart bodies. I had to take the moment. I had to take it. You left it open for me, baby.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh dear. It is just so canon that Sklep was just like not paying attention.
Hey Quentin, I'm actually listening to Empty by Combat Christ. It actually fits perfectly for Clyde's theme.
Oh, how many nat ones have we all today so far?
Nat ones, not I.
You rolled the first nat one.
Not I.
She was like, couldn't be me. I could never.
Not one, me, never.
Never.
Gotta reminds me from fucking him from Powerpuff Girls.
I am. Oh God, my fucking voice. Y'all, how are you listening to this? This is what I am drinking.
Orange
Just a little.
Blossom. Oh, cider?
No, it's a OBP. It's an Orange Blossom Pilsner.
Judd, you're role playing
Okay.
a horribly disfigured dragon. I think your voice is canon.
Thank you.
It helps actually.
Yeah, kind of good.
Yeah. This is a very local beer. This is from Lakeland,
No.
which is like 50 miles from where I'm at currently. There are 2.3 teaspoons of pure orange blossom honey in every can of OBP.
Nice.
But don't go thinking you're getting a mouthful of sweetness. The fermentation process gives it a crisp, refreshing flavor sans candy assery. So crack a cold one open. The bees need the work. That's literally what this says on here. I've never read the can before.
Can.
Yeah. Is that everybody? You frick.
So does Ilford just jump in the moment Clyde starts attacking?
I guess we'll see what happens, won't we?
This will be a fresh story for him to recount.
Yeah. We'll see whether or not he appreciates having his story interrupted, or if he's just decided, well, I suppose I could have a snack. Okay.
Yeah, from a story to a show.
Dinner theater. I love dinner theater. We'll decide
Dinner and
what
a
kind.
And the drama of
Yeah,
us
well,
going, no, our friend.
Yes, we'll decide if Ilfric is a dinner theater sort of gay, or if he finds that gauche. He may find it gauche. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Ouch. Equinsu, would you like to do anything in reaction to Clyde slapping you upside the back of the head?
I drop the tiny hut, and I look over at the dragon, and yeah, I sort of play it off. Oh, what an authentic reenactment of your story.
You look behind you, and Clyde is just like foaming at the mouth, and saliva is dripping down, and you're like,
Giving you a psychotic look, like, you look fucking delicious.
but not in a sexy way.
No.
All right, then I'm teleporting 30 minutes. Anyways.
Great. Yep. Claps his
And,
wings together. That's
and-
spicy.
Go ahead and move. Ah! All right, that's
Excellent. Perfect. Okie dokie. And Clyde. Clyde, it is now your turn. Please roll me another d4.
God.
We made this thing together.
We did.
Okay, great. You now feel compelled to attack Rahim. So you must use all of your movement, and then your attacks against Rahim. At the end of your turn, you may make a wisdom save.
Okay. Seeing Quincy just teleport, just simply disappeared before my eyes, before like I sharply turned to Raheem with a similar psychotic look, and instead of just running on my two front legs, you see Clyde running on his fours towards Raheem.
Yeah, if you've never seen a butler in like full livery run on all fours, now you have. It's somehow worse. Schlep, as Clyde goes in and out of your attack radius, would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
I believe I have War Mage, and that would allow me to cast a spell? Is that how that
Yes,
works?
you may.
That's a reaction, yes.
Yes, if you have War Mage, you may cast a spell as a reaction.
Okay. In that case,
I think it has to be a cantrip, though, right?
is it a cantrip?
Let me look at it.
Yeah. Well, I shall look at it because I am God here.
I want to help.
Can you use your reaction to make an opportunity attack to cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action and targets only 1 creature?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Just saying, I was like, I don't think it. I think you can't do like fireball But you could do it. It doesn't matter what level spell it is.
Fuck. Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck definitely requires more than one action.
As Clyde goes running past, I go, Master, it's just as I feared, and I do a quick casting of a spell. I cast Resilience Sphere on Clyde. Clyde, make a dex save. Fuck!
Yeah, meets it, beats it. You cast a dex save on the monk, man.
I took a risk.
Yeah.
Risk.
It nearly paid off, though.
Almost.
Yeah, he just... The bubble begins to form, and just before it closes up, I imagine he just dives out the hole.
Yeah, just...
And the bubble just rolls into the water.
Yeah. Yes. Man. You went hard on that, too.
So, I gotta
Yeah.
perform a full attack action, like anything I would do to attack one person.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Honestly, this may be the only way I get to hit Raheem.
30.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that is. Well,
Oh my
I expected
god!
at one point, yeah, he would attack me. It's ableist.
He's an ableist.
I knew it. Emperor, you were right about him.
I told you.
You told me. You told me.
You cannot
the moment-
trust the dog.
That's a natural one, thank God.
The moment he got on,
Great. Use a key point.
I did use a key point.
when he misses,
Oh, there it is. There we go.
I'll-
But when he...
I'll go ahead and riposte. Just with my fist to knock some sense into him.
Okay. Unarmed strike.
Yeah, unarmed strike.
Cool. Roll a wisdom save.
Me?
Just to see if you want to use that fork instead.
What's that?
See, you're fine. You just
Okay.
punch him. You just
All
punch him.
right. Yeah, so I'll just give him a little. Oh.
A little pop.
Okay.
Why are we so cursed?
Because you're in hell and you like fun.
It might be a little bit more than a little time.
Oh god.
Oh my
God
God! 60
damn.
damage?
Hell yeah.
It's an aggressive tap.
Hell yeah.
That's like
fuck.
a throat punch.
I love this monster that you have made. I love him.
We put the
I love-
belt on him.
Yeah, oh god, that's right. He has the belt. Holy fuck, he's got the belt.
The belt. He just punches.
Oh, you're talking
Clyde,
about me.
punches Clyde.
Yeah, no, I was talking about Raheem.
Oh yeah, like I just hear him. Yeah, he just attacks and it just like a karate chopper's
Yeah,
thumb
just karate chop him straight in the throat.
down.
Yeah, it hurts, but you still get off one more flurry of blows.
I get up one more of the.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, so that's 34, 43 total points of damage from Clyde.
Damn.
Since I use the flurry of blows, I do need Raheem to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-huh.
What?
Time out. I mean, yeah, that 9. Real quick. 34. And then dexterity saving throw.
Yep. With the 9.
Dang it.
Oof.
Whatever.
Oofies.
You get pushed over there.
Oh, not in the water.
What the?
Oh no, hold on.
You're
Hold on.
Not if
You get to decide the direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just-
I thought so.
This effects on target if they fall prone. Dexterity throw fails a DC 18. Gets pushed up to 15 feet.
Yep.
knew I should have taken Sentinel. Would have stopped him before he got to me.
Okay, hold on. I have to find the table of things that happen when you fall in the water.
What?
How deep is the water?
Oh no!
More curses.
Oh my god, what have I done?
Damn ambulance!
Oh no!
Well, Raheem's a little peeved.
Yeah, I would say the water here is not aggressively deep. It's not as deep as the full river Styx, but it's probably about 8 feet deep.
Okay, that's just.
That's not bad.
Yeah, you just sink, but it's not like there are parts of the river Styx that are 25 feet deep. Give me one moment, please. Roleplay amongst yourselves while I find the table of things that happen when you get in the water.
Oh, no.
Yes, as I go into the water, you just hear you fucking able to.
Raheem, please tell me that you know how to swim.
Races.
Wait, will it make my wisdom save now?
Yes, you may make your wisdom save now.
Okay.
It's clear that you have a swim speed. Say.
Does Raheem know how to swim? No, he doesn't have to.
What?
Oh, well, not you. We're not doing that one. Okay. Raheem. Please roll me a yeah, roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. You don't have to choose a memory to lose.
You kind of cut off at that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do not have to choose a memory to lose because you passed.
Oh, shit.
Cool. So you are at 8 feet deep because you're wearing armor. So.
Yep. I sink like a rock.
Mhm.
The drowning symbol. What is the drowning symbol?
What do we think the drowning symbol is?
Oh, that guy shouting?
Yeah, I think it's this guy. Yep, I agree. He's this guy.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yay! I'll save him, I guess. Is Clyde still batshit crazy?
He is still salivating.
Fuck me, so I have to handle both of them?
Um,
I'll
Okay.
handle fucking Clyde. I got it. I got the. I got
it's Ilfric's turn.
Wait, don't handle Clyde because your way of handling things requires violence. Just wants to.
He claps his wings together. Oh, this is such fun. This is such fun. I do love a good show. I do love a good show. Say you all. I'll tell you what. I shall let you go if you kill your friend. The toll for leaving, I will tell Classic that you are free to go. She loves me. She will do what I say. She loves a good bit of sport. Kill your friend. And you may leave. I'll even give you a prize. I'll give you a prize. And I'll get your friend out of the water.
Could we get about 6 seconds to think about it?
Yes, of course. The Ilfric reaches underneath one wing, and you realize that he's wearing like a little harness across his body. And I mean, I guess it's a large harness across his body. And he pulls out what essentially appears to be a hole. I can give you a prize. I can give you a prize if you want it. If you want to kill your friend. Just for fun. Just for funsies.
Sharpa, is there any way that you know this? Can anyone save him other than me? The drowning one, Rahim.
I can do it.
You can save him, actually, really.
Yeah.
He could save himself.
I was. Well, yeah. Raheem could probably also get out, but like I was gonna. My idea on my turn was I was gonna just use the rope that I got. Rope
Let's
tangle,
go.
and use it either on Clyde or Raheem.
Either. Not a bad idea. Well, I trust you. You're not shooting anyone with a crazy gun.
Yet. I mean, Ilfric's still not off the table.
I can hear you. You're not that far from me. I can hear you. If you shoot me, I will eat all of you. Just there.
All right.
You know, you kill your friend. You kill your friend. You get a prize. You get a good story. You get a free pass to leave this place without me or my darling lover interfering. You shoot me, I will eat all of you.
Yeah.
And then I will steal all of your stuff and I'll put it in a hole and no one will ever see it again.
Oh boy.
Shut up. Asclepius, it is your turn. I suppose I don't have to talk like Ilfric all the time, even though it is so much fun.
When Clyde whacks Raheem, Sklep takes an offensive stance and thinks for a moment and goes running up toward Clyde. And he says, "For your own good, I suggest you desist." And he casts Greater Restoration on you as he places his hands on your chest.
One moment.
It's supposed to remove curses. I don't know if this is a curse. But Stubb is like, maybe whatever this is, I can suppress it. I think on the boat somebody said that he's cursed.
No, I think they said we're all cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Raheem still got tentacle arms.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You do this. Your spell save DC is 18, correct?
Yes, mine.
Okay. I would like Clyde to roll me a flat d20, please. Okay, cool. As you put your hands on him, you see while your hands are on him, almost the wolf-like nature fade out of his face just for a moment, and you see the tabaxi that he was. And as you pull your hands away, the lupine nature of his face returns, and you are not sure what effect this has had.
Okay.
It certainly did not break his lycanthropy.
It did not, yeah.
Right. You are unclear if it has broken his psychosis or not.
It's like I pushed against it, but it pushed back.
Yeah. Yeah, you pushed on it and it's not enough. This thing has been in him too long for just greater restoration to get rid of it. It may knock some sense back into him, but you don't know him well enough to know if it's worked yet.
Okay.
You'll find out on his turn.
Indeed we will.
Yes. The spell happened. It wasn't like the spell rejected. The spell happened, you saw an effect happen, but you don't know if it had the effect you wanted it to have yet.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn. I tried to suppress whatever the fuck is holding him.
Yeah. It didn't have 0 effect. And you have a moment where you're like, wow, he was sort of a handsome tabaxi. A normal looking tabaxi underneath there. Ew, some weird shit happening here. Cat dog shit. Raheem.
Yo.
Yeah. You have pretty high con. You're holding your breath. It's cool.
Does any... Because is there any other creature in the water with me right now? Do I hear like Jaws music?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I mean, that would be a very, very brave creature dragging at me. Okay.
Well, oh. There are some infernal fish lurking around, like those little weird little lamprey things that you've seen. And they are sort of. They do not appear poised to attack. They're just sort of waiting to see what falls into the water. Carrion creature like.
Cool.
So no Jaws music.
Okay, that sounds good. Alrighty. Do I need to make another wisdom save now for the effects of the river Styx, or?
You'll make it at the end of your turn.
Okay. I don't know what was said.
Nope.
So I don't know about the whole deal. I don't know if he's happening. So, I will then. I'm assuming because I don't have a swimming speed. What is my movement at this point? It just happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Raheem will then use his movement to get to like the wall of, the bottom of this. Just kind of feel around and then get ready to like dig his way out. I will though bonus action Spirit Shroud. Yeah, Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
So you guys just notice in the water there's just but not of like oxygen, but just like a weird sense of like just bubbles or boiling for a brief moment, just certain kind of dark energy.
What's the radius on Spirit Shroud?
10 feet.
Okay. There we go. There is a distinct, deeper shadow of a different sort of nature in that area of the water. Some of the algae that's bloomed across the top has melted away under the effects of the Spirit Shroud. Alright. And what's your con modifier?
It is +2.
Okay, yeah, you're not in any danger of drowning yet.
Okay.
Aquinsu.
Asclepius, are you alright?
Oh, yeah, you're good. Thank you.
My magic did not seem to work. I'm going to have to forcibly detain him.
Just take a little step back if you don't mind. And I will use the Staff of Power to cast Wall of Force and put Clyde in a box.
He's in a glass box of emotion.
I use all the walls to get above and below as well. So
Okay. You put him in a hamster ball. What am I? I'm gonna put the lock on him. He's in the hamster ball. Yeah. He got pokeballed.
Sharp-Eye, can you get him out? If not, I can use my And my next move to pull Rahim out of the water.
I can pull Raheem out. I can do that.
All right. Be careful. He says, gesturing vaguely at the dragon, unclear about what he's going to do with it.
I can still hear you.
I said, be careful. There's something threatening about that.
I know adventurers. I have known many adventurers.
And that will be my turn.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. Sharp eye. What
Alright.
sort of shit would you like to fuck up currently?
I would like to actually just move. Oh, that's my entire movement. Wait, right over there. Pull out the
Alright.
rope of entanglement and just like what do I have to do? Raheem, you
Mhm.
kind of see the rope like dangle down into the water a little bit,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say the command word, which is "get him," and it's gonna just wrap around you all suddenly.
Yeehaw!
Something's happening.
Needle.
Can you give me a DC 15 strength or dexterity check?
You can also choose to fail. If you want to choose to fail,
You do see
your,
at one.
your, I mean, your perception's high enough that you hear him say "fucking yeehaw."
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
put two and two together. All right, I'll.
And then with that, can bonus action step of the wind and just like walk backwards and pull him out.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to use your full movement because he's heavy as fuck. If you're just using like the leverage of like walking backwards, you'll have to use your full movement because he's heavy.
Yeah, all 40 feet into this 5-foot square, and then he's on land.
Yay.
And then I is that an action to undo rope of entanglement?
I'm gonna say it's like a concentration spell. You could drop it as a free action.
I'll just say let it go, and the rope will just untangle itself, and then go back to the skull on my belt. And then I guess I turn towards the dragon.
He looks disappointed. You're no longer drowning, Raheem.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, I just need to look something up real quick. Un momento. Do you choose any of the creatures that are within 10 feet of you to have their speed reduced by your spirit shroud?
As of now, I guess someone would explain to me that, like, Clyde's in a box, so I guess I don't have to worry about that now. So
Yeah, one of your passengers would be like, "Oh, he's in a box."
okay, yeah. There's no
He's
way
in
you
a
can
glass
do it.
box of emotion right now.
So yeah, then I won't do it on Clyde.
Okay. Now that you're out of the water, tell your compatriots what the spirits of the dead that surround you look like.
The spirit of the dead that are kind of like crawling on, or kind of like just honestly like falling off of Raheem as he like emerges from the water, seem to like be spirits dressed in like paladin armor, and they seem to have like the symbol of Bahamut on them, but distinctly enough, it seems like there's like a gaping slash mark across where that Bahamut symbol would be.
Yeah. Y'all are getting some if you're perceptive enough, you're getting some Raheem lore.
Oh, holy shit, Raheem, what the fuck's coming off you?
Anger. I'm seething.
Yeah, big mad. Okay. Sharp Eye, you have done all your shit.
Yes, I have.
Clyde, you are in a glass box of emotion.
Okay.
You feel yourself come back to yourself.
Right. So as Chalep manages to cast the Great Restoration on him with both of his hands, I'm guessing like on Clyde's head, right?
You put him on your chest.
On the chest? Alright. So as you do that, you alone see a silhouette of a young, slender man that Clyde has mentioned, Sebastian, as he puts his hands, but it's a transparent version of him, as he puts his hands on yours, keeping them there on Clyde's chest, and he just smiles and chuckles a little and simply states, "This is a test of his own. I'll allow this once, but keep your hands to yourself when this happens again." And then he lets go and fades away. And Tyler's like gripping his head, and he shakes his head like several times before like he's panting and breathing heavily like a dog, like he just witnessed something traumatizing.
And Asclepius, you're the only person who sees this other figure.
Scupple will remember that.
Remember that.
Have you come to your
Yeah,
senses?
you're in a box.
Yeah, Clyde seems to awaken and looks around. Am I in a cage?
Something like that.
What the earth happened? Did the dragon attack us?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Why did the dragon cast Waterfalls on me?
No, he did not. You kinda,
Went crazy.
yeah,
Went batshit crazy.
you lost your cool.
Yeah.
Threw
And
me in the damn water.
Clyde looks down, ashamed, and a subtle whimper. I see.
and
Oh, there he is. Perfect. Okay, great.
My Discord logged me out randomly.
It said "fuck you." That's why. Make me a deck save for favor.
Oh no, from the dragon?
Yeah, he just hawked a big ol' acid loogie at you.
Now I can play that song I posted.
Alright, if he wants to play like that.
Yeah, you also missed his gay German noise of disappointment.
Devastating. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not very good at decks.
You do get the bonus from.
Yeah, so it's a 21.
That's not high enough. The save is 22. So everybody except Schlep saves. Oh dear God. Okay, cool. Hold on. Do you want me to take the average, or can I roll these?
How many dice is it? Actually, don't tell me. Just roll.
Just roll. Okay.
Oh Jesus!
I thought the 28. I was like,
Oh my
that's not
God.
that bad.
So that is
76.
yeah, 76. If you fail, you take 76 acid damage, and if you have succeeded, you take half.
So 38.
38.
Yes.
Huh.
It's
What?
15d8.
Oh God.
Cool.
Sklep uses Absorb Elements.
Okay.
It's the moisture wicking.
Yes. Yes.
I need somebody in the Super Smash Bros. Announcer voice to do like a Eofric joins the fight thing.
Okay.
New challenger.
A new challenger.
Ilfric joins their fight. Okay, excellent. I love it. Cool. Okay, what is this?
Sklep is resistant to acid damage, so he only took 19 damage.
Oh yeah. Who prefers to fight up close again? Is it everybody, or is Sharp Eye still at range?
I'm still at range.
Dope.
Yes, please put your artificer directly next to this dragon.
He's tanky.
Just put him there.
Yeah.
He's an AC tank,
Yeah.
not a health tank.
He's a robot.
I did take the tough feat.
Alright, cool. Slap, it's your turn.
Okay. In that case, Sklep's turn activates, so he will awash himself with solvent to get rid of the acid. And then he... This is an ancient dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Sklep's gonna cast.
Mm-hmm.
Haste on Sharp Eye.
Ooh. The choice has been made. Lightning on the shark. Excellent.
He, as he's lighting up the magical sigils on his forearms, he goes, it is going to take a lot of bullets to bring this one down. He casts, haste on you.
Hard. Gun cocking voices.
Yeah.
You watch this bug start to vibrate like he's done a lot of cocaine. Anything else, Schlep? Would you like to move, maybe?
No.
Please stay exactly where you are.
No.
Who needs spacing?
No. I already handed out potions to people. I don't think anybody's been bringing them, so I'm not going to hand you any more. So
You've lost your potion privileges.
lost potion privileges. Yeah, I end my turn. I'm happy where I'm at.
Okay. Then it is Rahim's turn.
I am like half of my health. Normally, I would probably drink both. I feel like that's.
Brad, will you check your DMs?
Ooh. Ooh, we're keeping secrets from the DM. I'm keeping secrets.
Cheeky players.
You're lucky that I like you, and also I already have plans to kill you.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. All right. Yeah. Alrighty. I will. A bonus action. Take out a potion of speed. Drink it. Throw it on the ground.
Lean.
And yes, my lean, and then I will hold my action to ruthlessly attack this dragon when I am within range.
Okie dokie. All right. You are holding your attack action. Equinsu, send the paladin for ass kicking.
That is the idea. Sharpeye, would you prefer to be close or far away?
Farther away, preferably.
Right. I cast Scatter. And that will send Clyde, Raheem, and the Hellcat to the other side of the bank with our dragon friend. And I will teleport myself inside of the wall of force.
Oh, you cheeky bitch! You cheeky bitch!
So,
I love you. I love you.
it's already there. So,
Yeah, Wall of Force is not concentration, is it? It just
it
lasts
is
for...
concentration.
Okay, it is. Okay.
But it lasts for a while.
Yes, it lasts for a long time. I remember you made it into a roach motel.
Yeah, that was helpful.
I think
But this
Force
also-
Cage is the spell that's not concentration.
Yes, it is Force Cage. You are correct. I love Force Cage. I will take that as an arcane. Okay. Rahim. You may take your attack. You may also have Empress do it because she goes on your turn and I'm nice and this dragon is going to eat you if you don't do any damage to it.
Thank you. Does the 24 hit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'd roll twice. Yeah, it's just 22. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, it's 28. Because it's 22, it's 22 plus your 6 radiant.
Oh, right, yeah. I have something. I can do paladin stuff.
Paladin stuff.
Even though you're the world's worst paladin. I thought fucking Greg was the world's worst paladin, but it's actually you.
Hey, I was there. Yeah, no, yeah. Improves my song. Alright, so yeah, 28.
Okay. Yeah, you stab him in the butt with the fork. Up close you can see that he has clearly grown to ancient status in hell. And like, he's not as big as he's supposed to be. I mean, he's still big. But, you know, ancient dragons are usually gargantuan creatures. And this motherfucker only measuring 15 by 15.
Is the stuff that I've been told about this dragon, like, do I feel like it's disease, like, ish? Like,
he's definitely been warped by his time in hell, but it's unclear at this point if his disabilities occurred before or after his arrival in hell.
okay.
Because it is very unusual for a chromatic dragon to be this deep in hell. So it could be a situation in which he was like already kind of weaker than the other dragons and he was forced to go deeper, or he could have been injured on his way to here.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, an 11 does not hit. Or temper. Right, I don't think Hellcats get pack tactics. Let me just double check. They do not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I rolled disadvantage.
Oh, just because I have it set up so that it always rolls with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. And just because I think that it's easier because then you can do like advantage or disadvantage really easily.
Fair enough.
That way. You don't have to adjust it. But also, if she had pack tactics, I'd let her do it with you. Okay. Yeah, but she doesn't. So, moot point. That's a Quincy's turn. That was your reaction. Sharp Eye
All right.
is you.
Sharp Eye pulls out, spins his revolver out, and takes. I counted it. I think I could do 5 shots in a single round. You know what? Might as well make it 10.
And the hammer.
So yeah, Sharp Eye just fans the hammer, makes just a whole lot of ammunition down the range towards the dragon. So first 3 attacks. I'll have to make sure it doesn't jam.
What are the odds in 10 shots?
Oh, that got close.
Ooh, nice.
That last one, I'm gonna use my new feat.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a cruelty die.
Spend it. Spend it, baby. Spend it.
How cool of you.
And then it does an extra 2d6 damage. Well, it does an extra 1d6 damage, but I crit.
Mm-hmm.
So extra 9, and then it would be my hasted attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Natural 1, baby.
Oh no.
It
What does that mean?
explodes. It
Oh
explodes.
no!
Because a natural 1 is not just a jam.
No, it's not just a jam, it breaks.
Tis broken.
Fuck me.
And I go, fuck.
It cartoon like banana peels backwards.
And I take that damage.
Yeah, you do, baby.
Oh no.
21 damage, and then I don't have a backup revolver.
What?
Oh no.
spend-
And you.
I gotta spend my bonus action to attempt to fix it.
Yes, you do.
Oh, that's a good thing a revolver's very low and easy to fix. I just gotta roll better than 11.
Oh, you just jinxed it by saying out loud. Oh,
Alright, gun's fixed. And then,
That's it. Because you used your bonus action to repair your thingy.
I use my bonus action to repair my thingy. I'm gonna then move,
All of those hit, by the way.
even the 16? No.
No, not the 16. No, the natural 1 does not hit. All of the other ones.
Then I move 40 feet down.
he's fucking out.
And that is my turn. Wait, no. Hold on. Action surge. 3 more shots.
Okay. Sure. Maybe this shit'll blow up again. $23 hits. 32 hits. 23 hits.
And
Let's
then
fucking go.
For that last one, I'm gonna spend another cruelty die.
Okay.
Do damage to a creature. Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine the cruel shots are explosive rounds.
Jesus, he did a lot of damage. I was counting.
Gosh.
Go.
Not how much damage he did.
Fucking an artillery shell over here. Good.
And then I like to imagine there's the good, the bad, and the ugly whistle suddenly
Yeah.
as this turn ends.
I'm very bad at it. Technically, you're only supposed to roll one cruelty die per turn,
Oh.
but I'll let you do both because I'm gonna say that you only get your cruelty die back when you do something cruel.
Oh.
Mm.
So you gotta do double the cruelty.
Yeah, because otherwise you just get your cruelty die back for going to sleep. That noise. Gotta do something cruel to get it back.
Can I get at least one back when I go to sleep?
Yes, you can have one back. You can get one. You can. I'll tell you what. What's the max number of cruelty die you can have?
I can have up to my proficiency bonus, so right now
Just
I
5?
have... Yeah, 5.
Okay. When you go to sleep, you can roll a d4, and that will be how many cruelty die you get. Anything else, I can assign you cruelty die for being an asshole. Because I like fun.
Every time you throw a soul coin at me, you get a cruelty die.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, you fucked this dragon up.
Oh yeah.
Also, I just saw what Q posted. I also peeped those the clipboards. I also peeped the clipboards. I was like,
Show me there's no doodles on those. Just doing doodle bobs as you're doing your meetings.
I got my ex returned my diplomas to me
Oh,
Ooh.
Good.
amongst a box of other random shit he found apparently. But this is my bachelor's degree and this is my master's degree.
oh, look at the size
The
difference.
difference in size is hilarious.
Oh,
So like, it's a
You
regular
just longer, you
diploma.
get a bigger paper.
Yeah,
Glossy.
it's glossy. I got my bachelor's degree on the 11th of December 2000.
nice.
And here's the big boy.
Ooh.
He's big.
A master's degree is a PhD, right?
No.
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 And I imagine a PhD is like one of those giant checks.
Wait, how big is your degree,
What is it?
Julia?
It's,
like
it's,
a
it's
TV?
not even real. It's just digital. It doesn't even exist in real life yet.
You graduated during the time of the plague, didn't you?
I graduated in the before times
Before
via Zoom.
I went to. I even got a seal.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got my master's degree on the 12th of May 2012.
2012.
I'm a million, all right? Fuck off. And this is why I murder you. Okay. Clyde, you are no longer trapped
I
in a
am no
glass box
longer
with
bloodlusted. I am
emotions
attacking.
or
for this dragon.
or feeling like you need to murder your friends. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's like, see?
No,
Oh, sadness.
sir. 25
better.
does it.
Alright, spending a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Misses.
Is it many Elven stakes am I scrolling down with the dice rolls?
30 does hit.
Okay. Let's go and try and make it have a strength saving throw.
Okay.
What? Try to throw this dragon?
Just in case.
Oh, sure.
Never know.
Yeah. Sure, strength saving throw. I rolled a 21.
Damn. Yep. Succeeds only by 3.
And it's not proficient in strength saving throws.
Oh my.
Yeah. Anything else? Clyde.
That'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Wonderful. 'Tis Ilfric's turn. Ilfric will use Frightful Presence. Everybody, please make me a wisdom saving throw. It's within 120 feet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Said
I
wisdom.
think technically, because you are in the aquarium, it does not affect you.
Clyde and the Hellcat do not need to make a save.
I don't?
Or protection.
Oh yeah, they're immune to being frightened.
And again, friendly. I don't know. Yeah. Good pride.
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel about Clyde?
How do
Do you want to extend your aura of protection to this ableist motherfucker?
It's like you let it's like you get a sense of a little bit of fear from the dragon, but then just at the last second, like he extends his aura, so you don't have to roll.
Okay.
So we like gasp for a moment before letting out a sigh of relief. Like, oh, God.
Yeah, Schlep, you are fucking scared. Fear will be out here. We're gonna do the broken skull. What fear? Okay. Great. That's fearful presence, and let's see if he gets back his acid breath.
I certainly hope not.
Please don't.
He does not. Cool. I didn't use any of his legendary actions last turn. Oops. Okie dokie. 1 bite, 2 claws. Clyde. You shall get a bite. Jump. That's a 32 to hit.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Who's getting hit?
You are.
Why me?
Because you hit him?
How dare you?
And I'm not gonna go. Raheem's helping me. I'm not gonna say anything.
Take back my aura.
19 piercing damage and 9 acid damage.
You're a good little servant. You take those hits for Raheem.
And then Raheem, claw.
Oh no.
This is claw. 34.
Ah, damn it. Yep.
15 slashing damage.
Okay. No acid.
Nope, no acid on the claws, just on the bite.
Okay.
Yarp. And that is Ilfric's turn. He is looking pretty fucked up. Asclepius, it is you.
I'm spooked.
You are spooked.
Asclepius will turn, but just as he turns, he's going to, like, not quite taking the time to aim. It's a bit hasty. He's going to use a Ray of Frost on the dragon at disadvantage.
Okay.
It's an 18 to hit.
No.
And he takes cover behind this boulder.
Fair.
Behind the boulder, I literally have a wall of force here. You can hide behind.
This is bigger, and I can see through your wall.
Fair enough.
Fair. Yeah, fair. Cool. Legendary action.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Legendary action. He beats his little wingies. Wing attack. Everybody over there must make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
That's 22.
You fall prone,
Dang it.
and you take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Also dang it.
Roll for Empress also.
Yes. Okay.
She also takes 15 and is not prone.
Oh no.
And now she will, Ilfric will fly half of its flying speed.
Can I still hit it? As I scoop?
Yeah. It doesn't say it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, that misses.
Could I attempt to hit it? It'd just be at disadvantage.
Sure.
Where'd it go? Oh, there.
Uh-oh.
Yeet.
Him if you
Yeah, 33 hits, even at disadvantage.
22. Oh, actually, an additional 4 because of me being aggro. Actually, I also take another 4 points of damage. To be fair.
Great.
And Clyde actually also takes another 4 points of damage.
What?
Aura of Hate.
Oh.
Yeah. Just Oathbreaker Paladin shit.
Yeah.
Rahim, can you get there, or do you need me to teleport you?
No, I should be able to get that.
You're prone, which means you have to use half of your movement speed to stand up. Are you sure?
But I took a potion of lean. I did drugs.
Dope.
Okay.
No, not dope.
Excellent. Rahim, it is your turn.
I will stand up, which is half of my movement, which
Yes.
is 60 now, so we'll proceed to track down this guy and let loose.
Beat his ass. Excellent. 23 hits. His AC is 22.
Okay.
Okay, my bad.
Here's the second attack. That's not going to hit.
No.
Here's my... Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh,
Dang. That's
If
gonna hit.
if I were like Q, the dragon would hit you back. But I'm not.
Alright,
No, no.
Canyon Fork, use a bonus action to attack. I will do that. Wow,
This is-
that sucks. Action surge.
okay.
Everybody's got action surge.
3 more.
Uh,
bad.
22 does hit.
That's another 5.
Uh-huh.
Another natural 1.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I deserve to get hit at that point.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, he's gonna take a tail attack at you just because.
Fair enough.
Like you rolled 2 natural ones in one
Yeah.
turn.
I deserve it.
30 to hit.
That hits.
You take 17 bludgeoning damage.
That looks good.
How's Rahim doing?
36 does hit.
Let's see. That's 32. We're gonna go. How hurt does this guy look?
Pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Let's throw.
Not quite on death's door, but like
He's almost there.
I'm
Yeah,
probably
not
not gonna
great.
lie.
another turn, so I'm going to say fuck it. We're gonna go ahead and use the 3rd level smite.
Yeah, smite this motherfucker. He is not. He's just a dragon. He is not a fiend.
No. The 3rd, so what's that? That's 5d8, correct?
Yes. Because he is no fiend. Just dragon.
Die.
Not quite enough. He do be real fucked up though.
Alright. Oh, let's see. Empress doesn't have haste, which is
Yeah, and she is prone. She is pretty fast though, I think.
she has 40 feet, I think. So, if she has 40 feet, you would not be able to. Oh, yes, you can. It's right here. You would be able to attack.
I don't think so. Because he moved 40 feet on his.
Okay. Then yeah, she'll
Yeah,
just
I think
get right here.
technically she's still 1 square away.
Okay. Then yeah, she'll
Yeah.
just move right there, and that will be the end of one turn.
Cool. He's going to use his last legendary action this turn and move another 40 feet. Quincy.
My reaction to attack?
You already used your reaction.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
get
turn, though.
reaction.
Oh wait,
Oh,
yeah.
you
it's
can.
his
Yeah,
turn
you
again.
can. You can.
Yeah, that's why I said just kidding. I should remember. Just to start again.
Yes, you may.
Damn
This
it.
is-
Oh, just my 1, man.
Horrible rolls tonight.
I know. I'm so glad.
Good for roleplay reasons.
He's going to get his girlfriend.
Oh no!
Stop it! Sharpbite, kill him!
Stop it!
Sharpbite! No pressure, it's all on you!
Quincy, it's your turn.
Alright, let me see here.
To be fair, if we kill 2 dragons, we get double the loot.
No. I have no condition.
We're not going towards their horde though.
We could follow them.
Clyde, what is your movement speed?
55. But then again, I was originally Tabaxi, so it took me 110.
The question is, can you get to him by yourself?
Yes, I can.
Alright. And
Yes.
you've got Sharp. And Sharp Eye, you are in range as well.
He's still in my range.
Alright. So I will use my movement speed to step onto the ship.
You're not in the aquarium anymore.
I will take myself out of the aquarium. Wait, no, I will actually just use my teleportation ability as my action to teleport myself out of the wall of force, but keep it there just in case.
Okay.
And then I will use my sorcerer points to quicken spells so that I can bonus action cast my vortex warp so that I can teleport Rahim where he is now to the dragon. So if the dragon tries to run away, Rahim will hit him again.
Well, maybe.
Perhaps.
Possibly.
Maybe. Could be. Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah. Fucking sorcerers, man. Anything else?
It is the power of a wizard. I just happen to have some sorcerer bullshit.
Yeah, it's because you're so charismatic.
Exactly. I have a whole 13.
Well,
That
you make
will
up for the rest
be-
of it with the face.
Thank
right?
you.
That's how that works. Yeah.
With the bald head. Thank you. That will be my turn.
You know, bald heads appeal to narcissists because you could see yourself in them.
it is so shiny.
Yes. So shiny. All right, Sharp Eye. Are you going to kill my
Kill it.
Zach-
Snap a
Zachary.
rifle.
Zacharias? Are you
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
kill
I-
my dragon?
Kill it.
I'm probably gonna kill your dragon.
Do it.
Sharp
And
Eye.
you would like to have an oath of vengeance declared upon you by his girlfriend.
No,
Do
well, I would like that oath of vengeance to be delayed a little bit. Sharp Eye is going to breathe out, or breathe in and breathe out, focus, level the revolver, and spend a grit point to give himself advantage on his first shot.
Just imagine the dead eye from Red Dead.
Yeah, it's actually like Deadeye shot. I give myself advantage. Spend 1 grit point to give myself advantage.
Cervantes
Alright.
used that.
And then
Do it.
5.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
29 hits.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
15 piercing damage.
It still flies.
Second shot. Just at normal. No grit point.
Misses.
Third shot. Gonna spend another grit point to do a Deadeye shot. Oh, thank
Double
God.
natural ones.
Wait, really? Oh.
No.
No, we're good. We're good.
That was just me trying to do dirty pool.
Another 16 damage.
He still flies.
So far, that's all my action shots. Hasted action.
Mhm.
So remember you're hasted.
How's it still fucking alive?
How do you kill it?
So imagine the first 2 shots that hit it. They hit his wings first, and then he starts to tumble down on towards the ground. Looks into the direction where he's looking, and Sharp Eye just pulls the hammer back again and goes, "Please, you're telling nothing. No, you're telling nothing to nobody." And then pulls the trigger, and the half of his skull just disappears.
In that brief moment when Ilfric makes eye contact with you, it seems to extend and expand. And you feel an odd sort of kinship. Because it's not often you meet creatures that are as long-lived as you are. You have this meeting across the eons with this ancient black dragon. And it's the kind of intimacy that you only feel in death, when you've inflicted the death on another creature. And it tastes all the sweeter when you're ending a life this long. And you hear this voice slither in through your telepathic connection. And he just says, "Thank you." And then you spatter his brains in the swamp.
Right.
Right? Well, you've killed a dragon.
Did he have anything in? Real quick, did he have anything good on him?
He's got a sack. He's got a sack full of fried, half a sack full of fried imps.
Yeah, gross. I'm gonna
Got a
take the
hole.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
hole.
he has a hole, and he has a
He's got
hole. Yeah,
Do
you
it.
How
stick
about
your hand in the hole.
Sure.
Sure.
It's probably. It's probably. I'm not there.
It's not. It's not like a hole on his body. He's got like a pocket, and you pull a hole out of his pocket.
Yeah.
It's a portable hole. I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
just-
hole. It's a hole that goes to his hoard. It's
Yeah,
it's a little baby hoard.
Yeah, I just feel around and I just find the hole and I reach it, not knowing it's on the other side.
Okay.
It's his wallet. We found his wallet.
Yeah, you found his wallet. Yeah.
A hole of holding.
Yeah. Let's see what's in here. We're going to roll loot. We want a dragon horde. Let's roll the dragon horde. Oh, you're not getting all of that. This is only his wallet. Oh, here we go. There is a what do you look? You find a potion. You pull out a potion, and in this potion, it's amber liquid, and inside this amber liquid is a scorpion's tail, an adder's fang, a dead spider, and a tiny heart that is still beating. You also find a second potion. This potion container looks empty but feels as though it is full of liquid. You find several embroidered throw pillows that depict wormling dragons.
You said pillows?
God damn it! I'd like at least like one time when I kill something that it just doesn't have a fucking backstory, or that I don't find out about its backstory.
There's also a deck of cards.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Anyone want to play a game?
no. In quotations, deck of cards.
So there's a potion that's got bug bits and a beating heart in it. There is a potion that it appears to be an empty bottle, but still feels like it holds liquid. There are a couple of throw pillows that are embroidered with wormlings, and a deck of cards. That's what's in his wallet. But presumably, you know that he's got a lair in the ineffable trove, where there are many unclaimed treasures.
We should probably leave before his girlfriend finds out.
Yeah, I'm going to drag the body and throw it into the river and hope that the fiendish monsters destroy the evidence.
Oh yeah, no, the like creepy ass lampreys that are in there go to fucking town.
Yep. All right, that should buy some time. Let's go.
All right, time to go.
Sharp Eye. I'd like you to remember the new trait that you've got.
Oh.
What's that mean? What's that mean?
Alright, here we
Reminiscing
go.
of his new trait, when Clyde's actually gonna bow in front of Raheem, and sincerely apologize. Any damage I have caused you. I lost control, and if caused any damage, I sincerely apologize. If there's any way I can make it up to you, please let me know.
Ah, damn it, you're good. All right, we'll discuss this later.
You can fix the giant scar on the back of my bald head.
Very well. And to actually assist Quintu in saving his spells, I actually would like your permission for me to carry you across this river.
Have a boat, it's fine. Just
Or
move the ship
carry you to the
bank.
boat.
Quincy, do you have any like wind spell that can help us go fast? I feel like we need to get out of here pretty fast.
Do I have a wind spell that can
I don't
help
know.
us go fast?
Like gust or something.
I can summon a dragon that I can put on the back of the boat that can help to push it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there aren't sails on this boat. It's a fucking raft.
That is true.
Yes.
Well,
Master Race.
not quite a raft. It's more like a canoe.
Yeah. Okay. It's a canoe. I don't want to insult you.
Master Raheem, would you want me to carry you to the boat so we make it easy for the party instead of just him guiding course towards us? It's the least I can do for what I've done to you.
Okay, no, time. Yeah, no, you're not gonna. I already have slept. Who makes those offers? I don't need you making those offers as well.
No, just I won't make it weird. Just I can run across
Carry a
water.
bridal style.
I will make it weird.
I can carry a parasol and I run across the water.
Oh, you can run across the water.
I can.
That's monk shit.
Yep.
All right.
Look shit.
Now that we're on our way, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, what do you think about
A horde. That horde's only protected by ancient dragon.
Since we took care of this one all ourselves, I don't think many of us took many injuries.
I think that this was the weaker of the two.
Yeah, I got that.
Look at
sense,
Raheem.
too. Yeah, no, I'm actually, this is the one time you got very close. Out of 154, I'm at 22.
Dang.
One more attack would have done it.
It's so much HP.
To be fair, it's because I started the battle by having your own teammate attack you.
Yeah.
I have to use each other against have to use you against each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if everybody else would have blatantly saw this, Sharp Eye takes all. He just
take all the
backs.
items?
He just backs.
Takes what?
He just
takes
takes
all the
everything.
items.
I take everything.
Oh.
Are you sure you don't
You
want
wanna,
to
like,
put a button weight on you, shall I?
You want to let him at least identify some of that stuff first?
Man, can we do that later? We should.
You're not wrong. That identify will take some time for each of those, and time may not be of the essence.
All right, so we're headed back to the boat, though, right?
No, we're heading to the horde, aren't we?
No, we are
Analysis. The horde should be unoccupied, and the dragon girlfriend can only be in one horde at a given time. We could perform an extraction on one of the two, or we could attempt to assert our dominance and take out yet another powerful creature.
I actually agree with Shishlep and Shopeye. Perhaps these items could assist us later into the future.
However, Master Rahim, your wounds may need to be tended to.
I cast Wall of Force around myself.
I brace myself. Okay, so let me get this straight. We're all down now to go hunt these dragons. This is what it seems like now.
It's just one now.
Don't make it seem.
So we know that she is a Strix dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Strix dragon. Does anyone know what sort of breath it has? What does it fire out of its mouth?
It fires the water of the Styx.
Necrotic?
Well, I guess
Nothing
probably
good.
something
No, it's worse than that.
undeadless, like
Okay,
disease,
yes,
acid,
me looking.
product.
I'm just gonna
'Cause-
roll this at disadvantage.
Didn't we fight one already?
No,
No,
we
we
encountered
encountered one.
We've been there before.
You met 2x4. You didn't
2x4.
have to fight her.
Sklep searches his encyclopedic hard drive with a 20 to see if he knows about 6 dragons.
It's poison. It's poison.
Okay.
But, it's like flesh-eating bacteria poison.
The Styx dragons specialize in I guess you could call it an element of disease and poison. Very necrotic in nature, but not quite necrosis.
I see.
So
If we were to put a number on it, you take 8d8 necrotic damage after each long rest,
that's not too bad.
in
Wait,
addition to
wait.
12d8 poison damage.
You take
Jesus.
poison damage, and then every long rest, you just get fucked.
Yes, because you contract Stygian wasting. If you fail the save.
So I know that with a 20?
Uh,
Or is that across the table?
Styx
I
dragon.
mean,
That's across the table. You know that it's poison, and you know that you get, like, necrotizing fasciitis from it.
It will, like, inflict you with something.
Yes, you know that there's a lingering illness that goes along with it.
That should
I
be
still
no
believe we could
problem.
take it.
I believe some of us are immune to poison, and others resistant.
In
I
some
agree.
ways. So here is if that is actually what everyone is going to do, and there's only 5 of us, so if there's 3 people who decide that is what we should do, then perhaps this would be a good testing ground for the next round. That if we are faced with a dragon, I will use Wall of Force around all of us, and then I can use teleportation spells to put people out and in from the Wall of Force. So I can use Scatter to get everyone out, Vortex Warp to get people back in, and that way we can cycle in and out as people want to or need to.
This sounds like an amazing strategy.
I agree. Man, according to your knowledge knows no bounds. I praise you.
Well, I'm used to summoning other monsters, and now I will just summon you.
It's like you're a little Pokemon.
Not to
Interesting.
mention, it was quite effective having some of you on the dragon in melee range while Sharpeye just unloaded.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me. I
Ooh.
went through like 12 shots.
Yes, you did.
No, I think it's more like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Raheem and I do make quite a good team for being the frontal force.
When you are not attacking him, yes.
Now,
Now that we got a second, what the hell, man?
Actually, that is a good point. The fuck happened?
Yeah, we should probably address that at some point, but oh boy.
You guys ordered me to give my story. I did, and it does involve a little bit of that nourishment back then. What I felt. I regret it for any damage that I have done. I sincerely do.
So
My goal
no
down
more-
here is to acquire a token or something to control this bloodlust that I have.
Real quick, do you know how to spell?
Yes.
Alright, never mind.
No more storytelling for you is what I'm.
What are the chances of that happening again, just out of curiosity?
As long as there's not nearly as much as blood on the ground as we would suspect, due to the scent of this plane, I'd say there's a good chance for me not to fall for the bloodlust again.
If you had to put a number to it, there's like 25% chance it'll happen again.
All right.
Baseline 25%.
That is encouraging.
I'm just gonna insight check.
Yeah, you believe him.
I'm gonna inside check the general group.
You should get in vibes.
All of a sudden, we're wanting to fight the dragon after we just made it through.
You get the impression that Sharpeye is suddenly a lot more monetarily greedy than he's ever been in
Yes,
your experience with him.
You got any more of that treasure?
yeah. For Asclepius is harder for you to read in this instance because you are very used to the sort of like, you're not sure if he's trolling you or not, but he just seems to be like completely devoted to your care, and you're very confused by the fact that he seems to be exerting some of his own will now. And you're not sure, given the tenor of your conversations with him and the conversation you heard him have with the Grinkin Eye, how well that's going to play out for everybody. And Clyde, you're like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But you're like, it tracks. He seems to go along with whatever the group wants.
Yeah.
How many people are injured on this boat? 3?
Yes.
3, 4?
I mean,
Alright.
just a little bit.
While we're on the boat, he begins to light the sensor.
Just Lap, how many creatures can you use on that person? Because I'd rather that be potion to a Quensu, it's very limited. I can heal myself personally. As for someone who regrets their actions.
It's alright.
It's an area of effect.
It'll do the whole party.
Yeah. He basically fires up a lawnmower. You all inhale the
Yeah, I
exhaust.
go to like the head of the boat, and since the boat's moving forward, the sensor fog just like trails and just gasses everybody.
Are we hotbox? Are you hotboxing this boat?
Yes.
So I get to do 10 of these. Ready? 1,
I get
2, 3, 4,
And all this is at half.
5,
Yes, it is all at half.
6,
To a
And I
minimum
get-
of 1, I hope.
7,
none.
8,
Yeah, you get none.
Oh my god, okay.
10. Oh, why is Raheem getting none? Because of your class thing or what?
Because he's cursed.
I'm cursed.
Oh, you're fucking cursed.
That whole time you're spraying it, and I'm just like, watch it, Slip. You're getting that fog on my awesome fork thing.
Did Sklep know you're
So-
cursed?
Nope.
No one knows.
In total,
No,
that's
you failed. You failed the insight check to see if he was cursed a couple of sessions ago.
So in total,
You were
that's
like, "What's up with him?" And you were like,
11.5.
I get 12
Well,
healing.
That actually does
Started
get me
up.
back up to full, so thank you.
"Yep." And Raheem, nothing.
I just
You-
polished my dragon.
Oh,
That hurt. I can't even.
Alright. Well, so next time, are we actually going to go to find this dragon horde and have to face his wife or girlfriend or whatever? Or are we going to leave? Or do we figure that out next time?
You know what? We should just move downriver and figure that out next time. Either way, we'll be closer to either objectives.
Alright.
okay.
Who knows? Maybe by the time we move again, run into her.
I hope not.
Who says she's not as active as he is?
Okay. So I will say that you all may take a short rest.
Yes, please.
Yep, you can have a short rest,
Oh,
and we will pick up
beautiful.
at the end of your short rest next time.
So,
And
Sure.
now my sick and a little bit drunk ass requires feedback.
Oh.
This is where you tell me you had fun.
Oh, yeah, we had-
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah,
awesome
obviously.
tagging the party.
that's actually.
Jesus Christ! I haven't had to be like, oh God, consequences.
I like being a ticking time bomb.
I like being a ticking time bomb.
Good question. Would you have picked like an option of memories that I would have to choose from to lose, or do you just wanted if I failed?
If you failed, I would have had you pick one
Okay,
because I think it's worse if you have to pick your own.
fair enough.
Was there a likelihood that we could run into
Both of them?
both
Yes.
of them?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, I had her token on the GM layer.
Mhm.
Yep.
How close were we to actually encountering her from the boyfriend running away?
If he had managed to get off the map, he would have gotten her.
Jeez.
So I think he was within 40 feet of the edge of the map.
Well, next round, basically.
Oh,
If he had lasted one more round, he would have gone to go get her.
Good.
My revolver only's got 120 feet of distance. Whatever.
Well played, Jen. However, I think we've learned a valuable lesson today.
which is
One ancient dragon is never enough.
No, no.
Yes.
I thought
Yes.
we learned that in dragons.
We relearned a lesson today.
Hey, you were fighting Vaughn. That was a different story.
I think you already learned this when you fought the first dragon in this
That's true.
campaign.
Oh yeah.
To be fair though, Rose also did 70 damage to you all before the dragon started.
That's true.
True.
A giant light
No need
death
a
box.
reminder.
That's true.
Oh, the death box.
The death box. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before the whole problem was that Raheem was this melee fighter, and he wasn't close to the thing he needed to kill. And now I'm just gonna throw him at objects.
Mm.
See, you had the idea that you were going to be a summoning wizard, but really what you are is a monorail.
Well,
You're
yeah,
a people
I
mover.
wanted to be a teleportation wizard, and now it's just gonna be
Pokemon trainer. Raheem, I choose you.
Raheem.
As
Use
it,
giant strength.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Jen.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Thank you
you.
guys. Thank you guys. I had fun, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
voice.
Fair.
Next time, I might be healthy. I hope,
Okay.
because the streets miss me. I had to stay in. I had to stay in
Streets.
last weekend. The streets miss me.
Hey, I gotta ask Brad, Julian, where are you two gonna play in the one shot? I want to know.
Oh yeah,
All right.
because on the 29th, I'm giving up campaign time so that we can have maximum spoopy.
I know what Jen's playing as, and I love your character so far.
Yes, Lieutenant Papyrus, also known as Peep.
Lieutenant
They're-
Pete Virus? What is
They're
what
a
is-
they're a paladin. They're a paladin. They're-
When's the last time I DM'd for Julian?
I don't know.
Oh
I don't
fuck!
think you ever GM
But
for Julian.
since
Now I
it's
think
a
about
one
it.
shot, we're bringing back Bovice.
Oh
Bovice.
no!
Oh.
Yes!
Bovice!
Advice.
Yes!
Bring it, pain.
Oh, I'm so excited. Bovice.
To metagame a little bit, we have a paladin, we have 2 monks, and then a wizard.
I might change now.
Hmm.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Bovice.
I'm gonna do sorcerer.
Bovice.
Yes, I was like, I'm gonna make something fucking weird. So I made an Oath of the Watchers paladin and a College of Spirits bard.
Oh,
Interesting.
Started smiling
Yeah.
for
That
that
sounds
character. It was awesome.
Or a dex bar. Or a dex
Everybody gets to add their proficiency bonus to initiative if they're within 5 feet of me. Or 10 feet of me.
Let's get close to that bod.
I also
Uh-huh.
have a weapon of warning, so you can't be surprised if you're near me.
Beautiful.
Also, I have a plus 15 to persuasion.
You and I are gonna be like a powerful couple in that one shot.
I was gonna make something very dumb. Ask you. I was gonna make something aggressively dumb.
Oh yeah.
He was like, baby girl, don't do it. I was gonna make an exorcist themed barbarian that just shouted at ghosts to get them to go away. I just used intimidation to make the ghosts go away.
I was like, you may want something a little more versatile.
Yeah. So I was like, I got you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
all right.
Good
I'll
night,
take it up.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Peace, guys.